I just started streaming and then I started coughing. Oh no, that's a good start. Alright, coughing's gone. Yay. Water obtained in body. Let's go. Hold open the quick swap menu. This is a new annoying thing. Love that this happens every time you log into an account. Anyways, game, yeah, I know. Thank you. Okay.
I'm learning more about
Alright.
all the time.
Ayaka, we're at the broken... Oh, I know where we are. Okay, I see. So, we're doing viewer summons in this stream. There's a cat that meowed at us. Hello, kitty cat. Meow. First, I think Kamisha's here. Yes, Kamisha's here. Wonderful. We're on Kamish. Aquamarine Oshino equals me. Is this an Oshinoko thing? Is Oshino Aqua's last name? If you're saying you're Aqua from Oshinoko, Kamish, he's not a good person. So, anyways, alright, so I'm not doing any wishes on these banners. You've never done the beginner banner. I mean, the beginner banners is simultaneously not super worth to do, but also not like valueless. So, anyways, let me know. Isn't it Hoshino? Yeah, I thought it was Hoshino. Yeah. So maybe they didn't misspell. Anyways, we're wishing for other people today because I already have Kazuha, and I have won all 50/50s for Kazuha when I have wished for Kazuha before on my main account. I originally had a guarantee for Kazuha, got the Kazuha, of course, and then I made the terrible decision, which hopefully no one is making this decision today, to go for Kazuha Constellations, but I also won a C1, a 50/50 for C1 and C2 Kazuha. So clearly I don't lose 50/50s in Kazuha, right? Right? Let me go double check. Okay, so we got 8,000 primos. I believe Kamish. We have 4 people we're doing today, by the way. I could have like made a YouTube post, probably got like a lot more. Maybe I will eventually, but like I didn't do this ahead enough of time to be like, oh yeah, I do. Like if I was gonna do this more properly, I'd set up like a Google Doc form, whatever. And like I need to do it like a week ahead of time at least, and I did it like 2 days ahead of time. So that's why we're only doing 4 accounts basically. Let's see. For pity, we are at, if I recall, Kamish had like 60 pity. And they've got 80 summons, which means we can get Kazuha, because all we need to do is win a coin flip. And I don't lose 50/50s for Kazuha. That's how this works. Life is a lie. Okay, Kamish is Aqua from... Alright, your last wish on Ayaka, and that is exactly 60 pity. Alright, sweet, wonderful. And what 4 stars did you want, Kamish? Let me see. Let me go double check my messages here. If we lose the 50/50, Kamish wants Tignaria Kaching. No, Kamish, we're not losing the 50/50. I already told you. Want 1 Hazel, 1 Yao Yao, everything more just works. Shungling cons would be ideal, but not necessary. Okay, Kamish is in the perfect situation for this banner. Wants all 4 stars in the banner. Wonderful. Okay. Let's go. We're doing 10 pulls, of course. Blam. Let's see, 70. We need 1 Hazel, 1 Yao, and all the Shunglings. Let's go. I predict Yao Yao. Right away. That's weird looking Yao Yao. No, it's fine, because Yao Yao is, there's going to be 2 4 stars. Yao Yao right here. No, I lied. Okay, well, that's not a good sign. Prediction going already. It's fine, because I win 50/50s. As predicted, soft pity. And a Yao Yao. Guaranteed. Hazo. I mean, you wanted 1 Hazo too. And another animo boy named Kazuha. Like I said, I win all 50/50s. Get it's a new mode at least. You could have at least let me keep the streak up for 1 more game. I'm sorry. I thought I could do it. All right. I mean, I guess we're continuing. Yay! At least it's a new Mona. You didn't want Mona, but Mona is useful in this situations, and it's new, so it's not useless. It's not useless, right? Right? No, it's fine because it doesn't matter when you lose 50/50s because you get earlies. No, crap. Okay. Catalyst. That was indeed a catalyst pull. All right. Hey, another Hazo. I mean, I don't know how many Hazos they wanted, but they said one Hazo. I think C1 Hazo makes him a little bit better because I think it's the one that gives him his faster charge, or it gives him like one charge in his little pip thing for his skill. Not super meaningful, but nice. Hey, 2 4-stars. We'll take 2 4-stars. It's okay, I guess. I'm sorry. I thought I had Kazuha luck. I apparently did not. Oh no. Oh no. No, it's fine. No, we're not gonna do. No, we have plenty left, and we're gonna get a Yao. That's a Xiangling. I mean, Xiangling is good, but we wanted a Yao. It's fine. That's all right. More Hazos. I mean, we're getting a lot of 4-stars. That's something. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible result. C2 Hazo, and something on Xiangling. All right, let's try last temple. Surely the game won't let us down. Surely I still have Kazuha luck. Crap. Okay. I went into this be like, yeah, let's go. I want a streak, and then game immediately let me down. I'm sad. Oh no. I swear I will not. That's a Sayu. That's the wrong animal, and also not a Yao. I will not lose every 50/50. That's I've gone from wanting to do a streak of winning all 50/50s to wanting to lose at least not all of them. Okay. I assume you want me to do single pulse, Kamish? I can double check their messages actually. All right. Yeah, you want me to do single pulls with the single pulls and the star glitter? If you want me to use star glitter, we have that's not star glitter. Oh, you haven't bought these. Oh, we got 2 left here. Okay, I assume you're fine with me doing this. And then we can do 3 here, potentially. 2 there, and then 3 here. So we got like 7 more. What do you want me to use? Star glitter. Dust. I got so many Yayas already. Look. It's fine because we're gonna get, at the very least, with these remaining wishes, we are going to get a Yao Yao. I guarantee it. Starglitter dust, everything, everything. Just gotta wait on them. I don't want to use people's stuff without knowing for sure. First victim. I mean, no, we're not making victims today, Hannibus, you terrible person. I have no primos and just got a single pull today, and it maybe or maybe got Kazuha. Len, can you please stop stealing my viewers' luck? All right, well, they're not responding. They said yep when I said star glitter dust. Everything. Okay, good. All right, blam. And if you want, we can do the standard wishes too, but that's not gonna get you a Kazuha. That's for dang sure. All right, blam. Gonna have 7 or so wishes, maybe 8. Hopefully, it'll at least give us another Yao Yao, or our first Yao Yao, or a Kazuha. That's a club, and a club, or a bow. Same difference. Nope. Oh no. No, we at least need another 4-star, please. Don't let it end without a 4-star at the very least. Please. Alright, good. This is a Yao Yao. I at least get all the 4-stars for you. You. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I shouldn't say it's fine. It's not my account. Hopefully it's fine for you. Apparently today is not my day. Surely, this last pull, you never know. Crap. Well, this was not a good start. Relatable at the very least, but also I would like some good luck on my viewers' accounts. Oh well, they said we can do the standard pulls, so I guess we're gonna do the standard pulls. Blam. Are they at pity for here? Actually, we're not gonna get. We're not even gonna check. We're just gonna go in and see what happens. Why not? Nothing. It better not be. If there's a 5-star and it's Mona, I will not be happy. Okay. Just nothing. Okay. Well, this is the standard banner for us, I suppose. Just literally nothing. Literally nothing. All right. That was just a waste of time. Wonderful. Standard banner at its best. Well, you got a new Hazo. We got a C3. Yeah, C3 Hazo. I mean, hey, you can get some big old skill damage from that. And it's not the worst thing in the world. It would have been nice to get a single Yao. You didn't have any Zhongling constellations? Okay. That's pretty good. Hopefully you'll get more Zhonglings and a single Yao Yao as you try to get Kazuha. You do have quite a bit of time at the very least. So I wish you the best of luck, Kamisha. Thank you for letting me wish on your account. Alright, I think I'm going to switch over to now. Let's see. Well, let me put up the break screen first of all, so I don't show people's emails. That would be a dumb. Oh, by the way, I realized like right as I was starting streaming, I was like, oh crap, I didn't put it together anything. Where's my? There it is. I didn't put anything to hide the UID, so I was like, what do I do for? Oh, I have a calculator set up, so I'm using the calculator to hide the UIDs. So in case we need a calculator, I have one ready. For some reason. All right. Okay. Thanks, anyways. You're welcome. I mean, I got you Hazos, which you only wanted one of. Oh boy, not a good start for the day. I won't lose all my 50-50s. I won't lose all my 50-50s. Okay, log out. Let's see. Let's do, I know Carlos is last. Carlos is last because they also wanted to review their account, which no promises for how in-depth that review is going to be, but anyway, let's do CJ's now. And Cairo, I don't even know if Cairo's watching, but let's do CJ's. Okay, CJ. Where's your... There it is. No, we are not losing all 50-50s. Nonsense. This will not happen. This will not happen. I have never been so unlucky. Alright, are they they're NA. Okay, good. Don't log on to Europe. CJ, I lose every 50-50 and surely this one goes better. Oh yeah, surely. Surely. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, we're losing. No, I just said the wrong word. We're winning. We're not losing. We are winning 50-50. Carlos, CJ is free to play, as you can hear. All right. There we go. We're here with Raiden with the catch. Very nice. Yoimiya and Ayaka. Interesting choice of a team combination here. Discord, anyone notice, like, since the username change things have been implemented, Discord is whacked out to ungodly levels. Like, throughout this stream already, like, through the messages that I'm getting from the viewers I'm pulling for, Discord's like, oh, 33 unread messages out of nowhere. And it's like, they haven't sent any messages. Like, what is happening? Anyways, we're CJ, pulling for Kazuha. We're pulling for Kazuha, everyone, I believe. And what 4 stars do they want? Just checking. Okay, they want Zhongling, just Zhongling. Alright. Good to know. What Zhongling are you at? What are you at for Zhongling? C1. Oh my god, all you people with low Xiangling constellations. This is okay. We want all the Xianglings. C4 is obviously her best constellation. C3 is also quite good. So let's get all the Xianglings here. Let's go. We have 97 pulls. Oh boy, that's more than I expected. I believe we are at basically no pity on. Oh, literally no pity for CJ's account. Let's go. Okie dokie. I don't even know if CJ. I don't know if CJ's even in the chat. So, oh, Cairo is here. Wonderful, awesome. Okay, go into detail. Your Yolanda and others, just check them out. So, okay, sounds good, Carlos. All right, let's go. We're just gonna get into it. Got to win a 50-50. Easy peasy, no problem. Surely that'll happen. I have a streak to definitely maintain. Oh, we just guarantee Kazuha. Doesn't that? Yes, let's go. There's okay. We stole. Sorry, Kamisha. I stole all of your luck for this account. We just guaranteed Kazuha right there. Let's go. It doesn't even have to be Kazuha. It doesn't have to be Kazuha because now it is Kazuha in 70 pulls. We have enough for it. Sweet. Let's go. See, I told you I have Kazuha luck. I knew I had Kazuha luck. In fact, we're even going to get Kazuha in this pull. So you can save all the wishes if you want. Guaranteed. As a fav. Dia. Okay, I lied. But it's fine. Because, oh, it's not a new Dia. What? Wait, no, I have to see. Did you pull for Dia? No, question for you. CJ, did you pull for Dia on Dia's banner? Or did you just already have a Dia that you lost at 50-50 to? That's what I need to know. Oh, she's level 20. I'm guessing you didn't pull for Dia. That's sad. Okay, how have you lost this many 50-50s for Dia? How have you lost this many 50-50s for Dia? But also build Dia. She's so fun. She's garbage and fun. And you're going to get Kazuha with her now today. So you can do, we're going to get Kazuha. We're going to get C4 Xiangling. And there you go. You got Mono Pyro Dia. Let's go. That's basically what I'm saying. Because that, like, you got C2 Dia. Let's go. I don't know. Like, that's crazy. Dia strikes again. Apparently, yeah, I think CJ has only gotten Dias since Dia has released and been on standard banner. I wish I had that problem. Anyways, that's a free Dia. And Dia's one of the, like, because Dia is so crap at C0, she has really strong constellation scaling, so all her constellations are actually pretty good. Anyways, yeah, I would recommend building her, actually, and especially because we're getting Kazuha, and then hopefully we're getting C4 Xiangling. You can do Mono Pyro Dia is fantastic, in my opinion. I love Mono Pyro Dia. You don't have C6 Benny, which is unfortunate. Not that you have to have C6 Benny for Mono Pyro, but it's nice, because it's a nice damage upgrade. Alright, we're continuing. We're getting all the Xianglings. We're going to complete I don't even know if CJ's going to use a Mono Pyro Dia team, but now my goal for CJ is to get a Mono Pyro Dia maximized. Let's go. So we want C6 Xiangling even, because I would buff Dia even more. This is the buffing Dia better. That's what I say, CJ. If I get only Xianglings for 4 stars for the characters, not for weapons. If I get only Xianglings for the 4-star rate ups, you have to build Dia. Okay? That's what I say, CJ. If not, then it's your choice. But if I get only Xianglings, you have to. Fine. Hazo. Get out of, like, come on. One time. I mean, new Hazo, that's something. But, like, also, get away. What? No. Okay, CJ, the thing is, CJ, you said you, like, never win 50-50s. But what's far more important on literally any account, is getting earlies. Getting earlies is far more important than winning 50-50s as far as, like, overall luck goes. So you have no rights to complain, CJ. But there you go. I have Kazuha luck. You're welcome. Hey, look, it's a Kazuma dues. We only had to spend 30 wishes to get it, and you got another Dia. Please build Dia. That's and a Hazo. And no Xianglings. Okay, do you want to keep on wishing for Xiangling? I don't know. Okay, I don't know if I recommend it, basically. But we have Alhaitham's banner. If you're interested in Alhaitham at all, you've never been that lucky. Well, now you have. I'm glad I still have some form of streamer luck. It's nice. It's nice. I'm sorry, Kamish. CJ stole all of your luck. So, if you are interested in continuing, since we have 70 wishes left, which is silly, I'd probably recommend Alhaitham over C1 Kazuha. C1 Kazuha just gives him a skill reset after he uses burst. And it's fine, but like situationally, you want to use his burst before you use his skill anyways, so it's like, yeah. And like Shaolin constellations are good, but also at this point, I don't know, it's probably worth stopping, I would say, especially with all the 4.0 characters potentially coming soon. We got your Kazuha, we got the best character in the game, Constellation, so, you know, it's sarcasm to be clear, but also I really enjoy how absolute Dia is, and I'm jealous of your Dia constellations, that's all. Anyways. Oh yeah, it technically reduces the E cooldown, so I don't recommend it personally. Kazuha is so versatile, and like I have found situations like, for example, the team I like to use Kazuha in a lot is my Vape. It's a saute team, I believe, technically is what Zajef would call it, with the core being Bennett, Kazuha, and Nahida, and then I use Yelan to Vape her skill in that team, and it's fun, but Kazuha, in that team, I usually burst before I skill, which means C1 does nothing for me, right? So, like, basically nothing. So I don't recommend it, honestly. C2 is like good, but like, and again, not worth going for. But, alright, you said you'll build Dia for me? Alright, wonderful. Do not keep on wishing. Alright, we're good. We're stopping. You're welcome, CJ. You're welcome. I certainly wouldn't have expected that. It could have happened with the first temple, but alright, you know what? We get earlies. Earlies are better. Are far better. Like, just winning a 50-50, right, at 70 pity is much worse than what happened there, where we got 2 earlies and you have 70 wishes left. That's amazing. All right, let's log out. This game dislikes me. Not anymore. It doesn't. You're welcome. Blam. Log out. All right. At least we got some excitement after the horrible start with Kamish. Kamish just messaged me, hell nah, I'm gonna stop watching this. It's hurting me to watch people have luck and not me. I'm gonna watch episode 9 of Oshinoko. I'm sorry, Kamish. I'm so sorry. Okay, who's next? Cairo. We're doing CJ last because of the review. At least Oshinoko is a really good show. Hopefully it'll make you feel better. Although it's not really a make you feel better type of show. It's a make you enjoy watching type of show. It does not mean make you feel better. The UID shows on the pause screen, does it? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where it shows. Where's the show on the pause screen that I missed? Okay. It says on break. I know it says on break because I'm logging into someone else's account. Alright, Cairo. Underneath the profile picture? Oh, well, okay. Oops, I'll try to avoid that in the future. I mean, it's not like I'm this ginormous streamer where you're going to get inundated with friend requests. Even on big streamers, it's not like that many people send random friend requests to people. It's not that important, in my opinion, to hide the UIDs, and most people don't care. I simply tried to hide it because my intention was, like, just in case people don't want it to be shown, I can at least show I made an attempt. So I did not intentionally show your UID. Hello, Baiju from Ohio. Alright, I think Cairo's a EU account, right? Let's see. EU, yep, alright. Log in. We'll bring down the turtle. We'll be watching Oshinoko just to forget something after a long day. Exactly. Oshinoko was so good I went and read the manga after. Yeah, I'm probably gonna read the manga too. I don't think I can wait for this one to have more episodes in the anime. The anime definitely, like, I think makes it better, I would say. But Anyways, alright. I see where we are. Alright. And there we go. Goodbye, turtle. Here we go, child. Alright. Let's see. Cairo wants Hazo cons and any off-banner 4 stars. Okay. So now that we want Hazos, this means we're getting no Hazos. We have no wishes. Or maybe they converted them. Okay, good. Alright, they also have the beginner banner available. That's funny. So let's go. History. We're also wishing, I should double check. We are wishing for Kazuha, right? Yes, we're wishing for Kazuha. Okay, wonderful. Kazuha and Halo. Alright, we just want the animal boys today. Let's see, we are at 10, 15, 11. Okay, you wish for Yoimiya. Nice, nice. Alright, you got Kirara in one pull after Yoimiya's banner, or on Yoimiya's banner. Nice. Two Kiraras. Alright, okay. A lot of kids are in my school. Got lice, so it's on emergency lockdown. This stupid freaking heart, man. This stupid freaking heart in the YouTube chat. Like, it not only does it show up blocking the view on my stream preview, but for chat, it also blocks me from reading the chat properly in my like normal YouTube window. Like, stupid freaking heart, man. Anyways, beginner banner is theoretically worth doing, in my opinion, eventually. Like, I'm of the opinion that I think a beginner banner makes the most sense to do after you get your first 5-star from standard banner. Because it's guaranteed to give you an early 4-star characters, no 4-star weapons, and it's guaranteed to give you the only 4 stars that are on it is the early game 4 stars, right? So you can guarantee get like your Xiangling constellations that can be quite strong, your Bennett that can be quite strong, your Sucrose, right? Your Fischl you can get from it. So, anyways, all right, Cairo, let's go. We're just going. We have. Wait, we don't even have enough for pity. Crap. Oh no, no. Now we need to get in early. Uh-oh. What have you done to me, Cairo? There's a big difference between needing it early to get it and early is being nice. Okay, so we need an early. We need an early. Surely we can do that. We can get more earlies. We just got 2 earlies on CJs. We can surely get more. Surely. I mean, at the very least, it means Cairo could get to pity on their lonesome. But, anyways, this should be 21, and that's a Dragon's Bane. Hey, it's you asked what? Huh? What AR are you? Oh, you're AR-35. I did not notice. Oh, okay. Okay, this makes more sense. Okay, this makes more sense. I mean, that's a good thing. I did not notice you were AR-35. That is funny. I was like, how do you have a new Dragon's Bane? Because, like, the only, like, for reference, the only, like, not weapon banner exclusive polearms that exist is Dragon's Bane and Fab Lance. So it's, like, a little abnormal to have those being new for, like, players that have played the game for a long time. But AR-35 is a very new account. So, alright. Anyways, let's continue. I don't know if this is like AR-35 on a new account for Cairo, or if this is just their first time playing. Hey, look at that. We got the animal boys. That's what we needed. I need to take a drink of water because I got like crap in my throat. How about more animal boys? Nope, it's fine. We got. Oh, you already had Hazo. Oh, nice. Okay. So we just want constellations. What's your constellations at for Hazo? What's our goal? What's our goal? Oh, okay. Our goal is C6 Hazo. Let's go. All right, we need 2 more Hazels for C6 Hazo. Let's go. That's easily doable. Oh, let's go. Okay, look, I do get earlies. This is what I get for saying I like Dia. I'm gonna... okay, so... Cairo, you are AR-35. There is no world in which you cannot... First of all, Dia is really fun. Dia really loves me. I think... I'll be honest, I think... Since Dia has gone on standard banner, Has every 50-50 I've lost been Dia? On my main account, I've lost one 50-50 since Dia because I had a guarantee for Baiju. I lost 50-50 for Dia. I just got Dia on CJ's account. I just got Dia here. I mean, I hope this maintains because Dia is #1 my preferred character to get a 50-50 loss to. But either way, so that was quite early. Now you only need to, and that was the first poll too, right? So you only need to like grind out like 30-40 more wishes. That is very doable at AR35. I don't know exactly how much more stuff you got to do. It seems like you explore around a lot. I mean, you haven't even done this area. You got a meaningful amount of exploration to do. Yeah, you got quite a lot of exploration to do. You haven't even done like these kinds of domains. You have plenty of content to go through in the game, Cairo. I want to be very, very clear. You can definitely guarantee getting Kazuha now at this point. But maybe we don't have to, because I'm going to guarantee you for her. Because I'm just going to get another early. And steal literally all of Kamisha's luck. Okay. But yeah, anyways, Dia is really fun. I don't necessarily recommend building her right now. I like her, but I like her as like a high investment. Like, oh, once you're bored of the game, using the really trash characters is really fun. So, anyways, let's go. Nope. Dia loves you because you're the only one who doesn't hate her. I mean, Xiangling. Hey, Xiangling constellations are good. I don't know what you have for Xiangling. Probably not a lot, considering AR35. Maybe C6 Hazo was not happening. What? No. We have 20 polls. We're getting C6 Hazo. Guaranteed. Favge. I mean, Favge is never bad. It's Dia's best weapon. There you go. But, yes. I think my enjoyment of Dia is almost like I love how much I hate her. Like, she's so bad that I love it. I love her. So, I don't know. And her design is great. Her animations are funny. Nope. Okay. That's fine. Kind of figures at this point. But we got you a Yao Yao. Wonderful. And a Xiangling. Very nice. And we got you a Dia. And Cairo, I assure you, you can definitely guarantee the Kazuha. I am very confident in that. For someone who's AR35, you have enough stuff. That was a Yao Yao constellation. You have enough ability. You're just going to have to potentially play the game a bit. Quite a lot. In the next few months. Few weeks to guarantee Kazuha, but it should not be that hard as an AR35 player. I don't know what story content you have left to do. Let's actually check. You have any what? You have the infinite. Wait, this is like isn't chapter. Wait, is chapter? I don't know if chapter 2 is Inazuma or if it's But yeah, like just from like these wishes from this thing, you have like 10 wishes you can get from that alone. So I am very confident with events going on. Like the new event, this event, which you've already done, right? I'd assume you've hopefully finished this event. I am very confident, Cairo, you can get there. So I got you the early you need to make it realistic. I lost all the 50-50 so far. No nonsense. Look, Cyan. I already said that. I mean, I started the stream saying I hope I at least don't lose all the 50-50s. I have lost all the 50-50s so far. But what's more important than 50-50s is earlies. And I got an early on this account. I got 2 earlies on the CJ's account. So earlies is what matters for real luck in this game. Because earlies save you wishes, right? 50-50s you should expect to lose. And sometimes win, but it's a 50-50. You're going to expect a similar amount of losses to 50-50 wins, right? For actual like long-term progression, like it's more important getting earlies because earlies save you wishes that you could use in the future. Like for CJ, right? We got lucky on lucky on CJ's. We functionally guaranteed him getting another extra 5-star in a future banner. So early is more important. I still have streamer luck. Good luck getting wait. What? No. Okay. I just noticed something silly. Sorry for showing your UID again. Whatever. Do you guys see this? What are you doing? How long have you been AR-35, Cairo? I haven't seen Cairo send any messages in chat, by the way. I don't know if Cairo died. They said they were in the stream, but then they just disappeared. What? What? Okay. I don't know. Don't ask. Okay. Well, I guess it's fine. Let me fix my window, and then we're gonna log into. Oh, I just showed the UID again. This time, really big. I am a good professional streamer. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure. Look, if people harass you, let me know, and I will absolutely ban them off of the face planet or something. But I mean, you don't have to accept their friend request too. So just don't accept their friend request. All right, total time. Last account. These ones I think are not gonna take very long. I was sure because Child's last banner was 3.2. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about, yeah, Child's banner hasn't run for a while. So I don't know what Cairo's doing. Cairo's just, either way, Cairo has enough content in the game. I'm like 90% sure. I feel like that's probably Cairo's like first account. This is the vibe I'm getting. Unless Cairo's just that much of a mad lad, I guess. Alright, CJ's time. CJ. CJ wants Shangling is the only one on the panel they care about. Alright. Wait, did I say CJ? I already did CJ. I'm an idiot. Carlos, you both begin with C. I'm an idiot. I was gonna do CJ's polls again. That would have been bad. I would have accidentally started using CJ's polls. There's a YouTuber called Jimmy Chen Gaming who has an account at AR25 with a ton of limited 5 stars and has the maximum possible amount of AR XP that can be obtained, which is 1.8 million. That's funny. Alright, I think this is an EU account, I believe. Yes, it is EU. Alright, log in. Oh, Carlos is at... Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this will be short. I remember, yes. I remember reading this. Alright, so Carlos is at 73 pity. Bring down the turtle. Blam. Alright, Carlos is at 73 pity. And has 15 wishes. So all we gotta do is win a 50-50, which, you know, I've had a very good track record. Good job, Carlos. You chose the right streamer. I mean, look, if you wanted earlies, that's what you should have asked before. But I don't give earlies. I give 50-50s losses and earlies all the time. So, right, I think I just mumbled over all my words there. Also, this is not 15 wishes. You said 15 wishes. I've been scammed. I've been scammed by Carlos. It's fine. It's fine. It shouldn't matter as well. Okay, asterisk. It shouldn't matter as long as we get an early or get a 5-star in soft pity. But anywho's. So yeah, I think they're at 73. Blah, 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 blah. 10. Alright. 60, 65, 70, 73. Yep, they're at exactly 73. Theoretically, should we do single polls? I'm going to do single polls. I already decided for you. Sorry. I'm doing single polls because, I don't know, to pad out content. And I think it's more exciting a little bit. Because literally any one of these single polls is into soft pity. Soft pity does start at 74, by the way. If you think it starts at 75, you're wrong. You can look it up yourself. It's like a 5% chance, if I recall, to get a 5-star at 74 versus the normal 0.6% anytime before 74. So it definitely starts at 74. Anyways, would it be bad to wish the weapon banner? No. Yes, we're not wishing the weapon banner. Okay. I think Carlos wanted me to do some kind of ritual. What did you want me to do? Do the time at 6 o'clock. Okay. I don't remember what the significance of 6 o'clock is. Wait, 6 o'clock is 1800, right? Yes. Wait, 6 a.m. or 6 p.m.? Fuck. Carlos, 6 a.m. or p.m.? Because this is a different thing. 6 a.m., 6 p.m. We're just going to listen to clock sounds. Oh, this is a satisfying sound. I'm going to wait for Carlos to decide. It's their account. We need to win a 50-50, so maybe what we needed to do the whole time was just rituals and things. Alright, 6 a.m. Let's go. Maybe all we needed to do was just rituals the whole time. Wait, do we need to be exactly 6 a.m.? Oh, god damn it. No, alright, no, we're doing this right. We're doing this right because I need to win at least one 50-50. The earlies were good. Overall, I'd say I had very good luck for my viewer summons, which is good. It's just in a weird way. Like I said, earlies are 100% better. There we go. Exactly 6 o'clock. Let's go. Earlies are 100% better than just going to pity constantly. I would much rather have the luck where we had on CJ's account, where we wish we get a 10 pull, we lose a 50-50, do 30 more 10 pulls, or 3 more 10 pulls, and then win a 50-50, right? Or win or get the guarantee, right? Because that's 40 pulls, you get the guarantee character, and you get a free standard 5-star, and versus 70 pulls to hopefully get it, right? It's just better. Anyways, we got very lucky on CJ's account, to be clear, and we just need normal luck this time. Let's end it off well. Let's end it off well, please. Let's go. Rituals are all we need. No 74. All right, 74 pity. 75 pity. All right, come on, Kim. Don't make us go deep in. We did a ritual and everything, but it's fine, guys. All we need to do is win the 50-50 for a wonderful little animal boy. See? I told you. Easy peasy. No problem. This was good luck. This is overall good luck on everyone other than Kamisha's account. I'm sorry, Kamish. Oh god. What a terrible start. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh no. Kamish sent me just a real sad message. Oh, okay. Kamish sent me I'm not going to read it out loud fully, but alright, I'm going to log into Kamisha's account quick. Oh, wait, you know what? Okay. Kamisha's not watching, right? I want Kamisha to not be watching.
If you ever want
I shouldn't do this because I shouldn't give this godforsaken company more money. But Kamisha sent me like a really sad message, like they're just having a terrible week and like their mom is yelling at them and shit and they have exams. And like so anyways, I'm gonna waste my money on this video game again. Oh no, Kamish, you're not supposed to hear this. Kamish. I might be wasting my money on somebody's account. And I will not. Okay. If anyone asks me in the future, by the way, to spend money on your account, I'm probably not going to spend money on your account. I don't think Kamisha's trying to guilt me into doing this. I'm going to be very clear. And I don't want to establish a precedent for it. And I thought Kamisha was gone. All right, Carlos, we're going to come back to your account. Let's not forget to put this turtle up. I will review your stuff, Carlos. I'll log back in. I'm not necessarily going to buy enough to guarantee Kazuha, by the way. I'm not going to be an X-Slice. I want to be very clear with that. I'm logging in. I'm going to see what the smartest thing to do is, basically. Should you... Oh, fuck, I can't read Steph Belmont's message because of stupid heart. Should you skip Kazuha or should you go for it? I mean, Kazuha is very useful. It depends. Do you... Right? Kazuha is, I think, the number one character I feel like people would not necessarily regret going for. Alright, let's... But I also don't... I'd find it surprising if you regretted trying to go for him, but if there's, like, upcoming characters you've seen leaks for... Alright, good to know. If you've seen leaks for... You would probably like him. But Kazuha's value with, like, Dendro... Since Dendro's released, right? Kazuha's value has gone down a lot. Not because, like, Kazuha's made worse, but because of the fact that there is a whole mess of teams that don't require Anemo nowadays, right? With Dendro teams. So, not that Anemo isn't necessarily bad on them, but Sucrose works better on Dendro teams than Caesar or Kazuha does, right? So, you know, yeah. Oh, yeah, test them out in the current domain thing. You can test them out with different teams, like characters you currently have. For what it's worth, I've enjoyed using him in Overworld, like, since I've ever gotten him last year, and I've used him consistently in Abyss too. His ability to control grouping is so useful and nice, and then he's really nice for enabling really weird things with his fusion stuff. So, anyway, what account are we wishing on? The main? We are wishing on Kamisha's account again. After I take a second here. I gotta put the screen back up. Alright. I'm not gonna do a $100 top up because I think $100 is too much. I'll be completely honest. But let's see. What one do I do? Yeah, I'm not gonna do the $100 because $100 is too much. $100 would guarantee it. But you know what? I want to make Kamisha earn it. We gotta make Kamisha earn it, or we get lucky. That's what we're doing, okay? So, what is this website? I haven't used this website in a little bit. Actually, no, I did. I used it for my friend. I'm spending too much money on this game for other people lately. But honestly, spending money on for other people feels much better than spending money for myself in this game at this point. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make a habit of this because, like, in particular this one, if I'm not turning this into an edited video, I don't know. Maybe I will now that I spent money on it. Since I'm not making it into an edited video, actually, I wasn't gonna do an edited video for these polls, but because of the fact that I'm now spending money on someone's account, you know what? I'm gonna be a. I might turn this into an edited video, just because the polls were fun, and making an edited video might mean I get some of my money back. So there you go. That's my logic. That's my logic. Kamisha, I don't have to do a top of it all. I don't have to do anything, Kamisha. You are correct. I don't have to do anything. You are absolutely correct. The fact that you don't want this makes me more fine with giving you it. I'm making sure I typed in my information correctly. Sorry. I don't want to give money to the wrong person, that's for sure. I'm not wailing on another person's account. This user account is not eligible to purchase this item. What? Oh, maybe I can't? Why? Oh, because I selected America. Well, see, I didn't look at things close enough. I'll double check things again. 1, 4, 5, 8, 1. Okay, now I try. I thought their account was like banned from Tapas or something weird. All right. Why is there no music in Genshin? I want music. We're in Inazuma, so there's no music. It's just ambiance. But no, I would not call this wailing. I call this... I want to end it on a high note. Which means, I mean, we're not guaranteed to get a Kazuha with this amount. Because I'm being generous, but reasonable generous is what I feel like. Because I feel like $100, honestly, is like too much to like... Not factor in like if you buy like Welkins monthly. I personally feel like, honestly, $100 is probably too much to spend. Like, at any instance. Like, that's more than you should pay for any video game, basically. Or like, $100 is like approximately the amount you should pay at most, ever. Hey. Blam. Look at that. Alright. Look, I found Kamisha some Primo Gems in the dumpster. Whoops. Exchange 6,600 exactly. Any amount is too much. I mean, that's fair, but money has different values, different people. So, I'll survive without this money, Kamisha. And like I said, if I make an edited video out of it and the edited video gets at least a okay number of views, I made my money back. That's my logic. There you go. And we're probably not going to guarantee Kazuha with this. Or, I mean, we're probably not going to guarantee it with the amount I gave you there. But it should hopefully at least make it pretty easy to grind for him, right? Because I don't know what we're at. What are we at? Is it going to show? No, it hasn't updated yet. So I don't remember what we left out on. We're probably not many. So we're probably near 0 pity. But let's go. Or I get yet another early. That could happen too. I just realized, by the way, as far as it making an edited video goes, I didn't hit record. Oops, I didn't mean to hit skip there. I forgot to hit record, so that means I have to go download the VOD. Dang it. Dang it. Yes, we have a guarantee now. Hey, we got Kamisha's Yao Yao. There we go. Let's go. There you go, Kamisha. There's your Yao Yao. And, Yarp. Let's, we'll see. We'll see. Alright. Yep. There you go. At the very least, we got your 4 stars. No earlies. Sad. Kamisha's account, not lucky. But it's fine. Lion's Roar is something. Another Yao. Sweet. So Yao Yao C1 is like... okay. Blam. Frick. And, of course I can't get it early on Kamisha's account. It's fine. You know, there you go, Kamish. Well, we got a couple left. You know, we're not done quite yet. But, we, what, did I get the 4 star already? No, I did not. Hey, there's a Shungling. Wonderful. We got 1 wish left. Let's go. Hey. Hey. Turns out, I bought exactly enough Primo Gems for you. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. There you go, Kamish. Hopefully that makes your week feel better. That's a nice way to end it. I'm definitely... There you go. If anyone yells at me for making a stream into an edited video, you know what? Deal with it. I'm gonna farm it for content because I had to spend money on it anyways. I didn't have to. I wanted to. I'll be very clear. I wanted to spend the money. It feels much better spending money on this game for other people than it does for myself. Especially when it ends with that. That was perfect. You're welcome, Kamish. Yes, don't go and freaking ask for me. Like, I don't do viewer summons that often, right? It's fine. I will certainly survive without the $50, and that was a nice result. is all that comes down to. So I can guarantee you, if you ever ask for me to spend money on your account, I will probably not spend money on your account, basically. And I can very much tell that Kamisha was not trying to guilt me into. We got a C1 Yao. Kamisha was not trying to guilt me into that. So let's go. C2. Oh, okay, C2 Sean was kind of crap, but it's fine. Honestly, it might be worth wishing on the beginner banner account eventually soon here, Kamish, for the chances of Xiangling constellations. Even if it's not, I mean, it's by no means guaranteed to get Xiangling, but you have a higher chance of getting Xiangling constellations than anything. So, also, you have a, wait, didn't you have a Dia? Oh no, I didn't get a Dia. I got a Mona on Kamisha's account. I forgot. Okay. I forgot. So I haven't gotten just Dia from all my 50-50 losses. Alright. Alright. Congrats on the Kazuha. Thank you all of you for letting me summon on your accounts. It was great. We got Kazuha for everyone. It may have taken a small amount of, you know, injection, Prima Gem injection, but it's fine. How dare you make this an edited video, Mr. Streamer? You suck, I know. I know I do. But hey, easy content. It makes one of the videos I have to make for the weekend quite easy. As that's to say the least. So, alright. Let's log out of this account. We're going to do my own things. Oh, man, I can't believe I forgot to hit freaking record, man. Did I already do the polling? Yeah, I just finished the polling. But, this is YouTube, though, so you can just go back into the beginning of the stream. And, yeah. So, let's put this up. There we go. And then we can get rid of the calculator. Whoops, that's not what I meant to hit. Blam. Alright. Enjoy all your kazoos. I got Kazuha for everyone. I mean, it's very weird Kazuha luck, because, like, I lost all but 150-50. but I got earlies. So I got Kazuha, right? Did I get Kazuha for everyone? I think wait, no. No, I got Kazuha for Carlos. CJ got Kazuha. Cairo. What happened with Kairos? Oh, Kairos I got an early dia. I did not get Kazuha for Cairo, but Cairo can definitely, with the amount of content they haven't done in the game, they can definitely guarantee it. So I consider that getting that early dia is basically the same as getting Cairo Kazuha. I'm gonna cope with that. And then we, of course, had to... honestly, all things considered, it was relatively average luck with a lot of instances of getting lucky earlies. Which is, I'd say, overall, definitely luckier than normal. But, oh, Carlos is... Oh, yeah, sorry, I almost forgot. I did almost forget, Carlos, about your review. Fine, we'll log back into Carlos's account real quick. Not for any more polls. We're just... Carlos wants me to review their... What do you want me to look at, Carlos, again, specifically? I'm such a freaking idiot. I'm gonna have to go download my VOD, man. It means that downloading the VOD means that, like, the video is just gonna look worse, like, quality-wise. But, like, nobody's gonna notice, especially for a wishing video, because, like, there's less compression issues on a wishing video versus, like, a video containing... Like, if it was, like, a Abyss video, right, and I had to download the VOD for it, the footage would look like shit. But for wishing, it doesn't matter that much. Alright. You're Yolan. Just Yolan? Okay. Alright, we're logging into your account. I can look at more than just Yolan, but... what do you like to do with Yolan? Do you want, like, are we talking like a... Well, I guess I'll look at your Yolan and we'll find out. Are we talking like a traditional emblem build Yolan, I'm guessing? Are you trying to do something weird like my vape Yolan kind of situation? It's raining.
There's no need for it now, though.
Blam. Alright. Let's look at Yolan. Soul is more like, you get a dia, you get a dia. Yeah, you get a dia. Everyone gets a dia. Oh, Beto's in the water. That's fine. Let's look at Yolan. 31k HP. We got a Favge. Very nice. R1 Favs. Slightly sad. Does this mean you've never gotten a Fabo other than that? No, you have. You just haven't leveled it up at all. Or refined or leveled your second one. I mean, I can get... If you've only gotten one other Fabo, I can definitely understand why you'd just keep the separate Fabo. There can definitely be situations where you need two Favs. And it's good to keep an extra one, but... Refines are definitely nice on Fab in my opinion, so I'm not gonna try to push you one way or another to doing that. Oh, you have C1. Oh, okay, that means you could probably have fun with my new Kilon team. All right. You want a dia? I mean, Rem let me wish in your account, and apparently I'll get you a dia. that's what we learned today. Okay. Artifacts. So let's look at overbuild. 31k HP. For an emblem build, the EM this is a good Delon. 70, 170, 175. I mean, in some teams, this could be actually not enough ER if Elon is solo Hydro, right? Elon is very ER. Well, actually, no, you have C1. Okay, never mind. I'm pretty sure with C1, I'm dumb. Yeah, with C1 and Fabj, I think you're perfectly fine with ER, actually. So I take that back. But to be clear, with a C0 Elon, in like where Elon is the only Hydra unit situation, 175 ER can like actually not be enough for Elon. That's the only like asterisk I would say. But otherwise, this Elon build seems really good. And that's kind of all there is to it. It seems like this is very strong. Couple dead attack stats, not the end of the world. This is quite good as well. One thing I actually want to illustrate here, right? This is a let's see. This is definitely a 40. This is a 40 CV plus an HP percent roll with 2 dead stats, right? So we have, let's see, 1 crit. Is this a 4-line? This is definitely a 4-line, right? So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 stats of value here, right? So 7 stats of value. This piece has 1 crit rate roll, 3 crit damage rolls, or sorry, 2 crit rate rolls, because the initial ones, right? So 2, and then 4 crit damage rolls. No, sorry, 3 crit damage rolls. That's 5, and then 2 HP percent rolls. That's 7 stats of value. So this has the same stat value as this piece, right? As far as like, the reason I harp on this because like stat value is what matters more, especially with someone like Yelan who scales so heavily with HP that HP can have similar value to crit damage. HP percent I should specify means that like this is better in particular for having all the crit rate that you might need because like getting a decent balance of crit is definitely important. I'm not saying just completely neglect crit for just all the HP substats. That's not what I'm saying, but right, if you balance your stats properly, these two artifacts, despite the fact that like, oh, this one looks way better, right? They're actually like pretty similar in value to a Yelan. So it's actually a nice case of like, ooh, this is not that crazy of like crit value or anything, but it has the same amount of stats that are valuable to Yelan, right? Anyways, you should lock your credit card. That weapon banner be tickling me. Yeah, I don't. This weapon banner is not that good. I could dive deep into why I think this weapon banner is kind of overrated. This is gross. A little bit sad that it's on the wrong set, by the way. But this is a very, very strong timepiece. And this is this is relatable. Relatable, but it's an onset goblet, so its value, right? Like, the thing about onset goblets is like, even if they're not the craziest thing in the world, and this is a pretty good onset goblet because it's still 20 CV, right? This, right, you can merge your off piece. How good of an off piece you can use, is what determines how good an onset goblet is, right? So being that this goblet enables you, this is a 20 CV onset goblet that enables you to use a 40 CV off piece with 2 flat HP rolls, which is about, actually I think it's slightly less than a HP percent roll. I think this flat HP might be the same as like a minimum HP percent roll after a double check on Elon though. Actually we can just, hey, I have the calculator ready. Guess what? I have the calculator ready. Wait, maybe I don't. Where's the calculator? There it is. All right. I have the calculator ready. So we can do this. I'm a smart streamer. All right, 14,450. Whoops, that's not how you do that. Times 0.041. 592. Okay, yeah. So 592 flat HP. So a minimum HP percent roll is 592 HP, right? So that means this this flat HP is slightly less than an HP percent roll, but it's not nothing, right? It still is something. Yeah, knew the calculator would be useful. But yeah, Freedom Sword is like, okay, I can go in depth if you guys want, but as someone who has, as like I said, I say that by the way, as oh my god, 90 EM by the way, I would love that having this circlet. This is a crack circlet for the right character, not for Yelan. Crack circlet, not necessary for Yelan. Yeah, it's a really good Elon build. You could use a better circlet, go figure. Because the only valuable stat on here really for Elon in a normal situation is the one crit rate roll, which means the stat value on this for Elon is pretty crap. But for the right character, this is an insanely cracked circlet. So it's really good. And then obviously the goblet is the goblet, right? And so I don't know if Carlos, if your question is like, oh, is it worth farming for your Elon? I would say it depends. If like you have someone else you can like use your circlet on, right? Kind of thing. That you like. So like one thing to consider, like for Elon specifically, this circlet is not that much worse than this circlet. You might say that's really weird. That's a weird thing to say. But like, we're talking trading a low crit rate roll versus a flat HP roll. Like this does contribute to her damage in some extraordinarily minor way, just like this does. This is slightly better. Like crit rate is definitely better than one flat HP roll for sure. But this circlet is a situation of like, legitimately, if you go and farm Emblem and you get a crit damage circlet that has HP percent, level it up. It could be better for your Elon than this piece. So, like losing 3% crit rate might not be ideal, but it would be fine, right? And so especially by the way, I'm not saying I'm not saying level up every single circlet that you get with HP percent, but the circlet is cracked, just not for Elon. It's kind of my point. And if you get a circlet that had nuke circlet, yeah, I guess, okay, yeah, asterisk, I guess if you want to do what I do and you use Elon in a nuke build, then this is very good. If you intend to purposely vape on Elon's skill, then this is actually very good. But would like an idea of what to do, who to build, and all that, because your Zhongli is kind of embarrassing. What do you mean your Zhongli is embarrassing? Zhongli is like really easy to build. 4 piece tenacity, 37k HP. He's at 81. That makes he's on, I assume, triple HP percent with that amount of HP. Oh, he's on attack. Okay, interesting. Okay. That's why. Okay. I mean, I don't know what you mean by your Zhongli is kind of embarrassing. You can get. The only thing you might need is more crit rate substats for Favge, because Fav's kind of rants more crit rate, and then like, he could use a little bit ER. I think you have enough ER actually already in your substats, so just the crit rate, but it's not the end of the world necessarily, because Zhongli's hold E does hit like in an AoE, right? When you hold his E for activating his shield, and his burst activates it hits in an AoE, so he's actually a really good Fav user because it's pretty easy to hit Fav when you're hitting an AoE, right? Yeah, the only like put an attack timepiece you could put on him, right? If you want to make his damage go higher instead, but I would use an HP timepiece instead. But like, not the end of the world, in my opinion. He actually has your Zhongli has a surprisingly high amount of HP, all things considered, for being level 80. Like my Zhongli with 4 tenacity on polearms only and Fav has I think 40k HP, or a little bit over 40k HP at level 90. So that's much higher base HP, right? And he has, I believe, triple HP percent, if I recall. But something you could do if you want to just like get crit rate for Fab, by the way, trying to make sure you get Fab procs more consistently. You could put a crit rate circlet on him instead of this circlet, right? And that's going to improve his damage consistency as well. And then just make sure you have an HP percent timepiece, right? So. And depending on how much shielding you need, many people like to go with the Geo Goblet instead, so you could aim towards the Geo Goblet, but I'm personally more in the mindset of like, part of the whole point of using Zhongli is like, just shield bot go, so I prefer HP, and then maybe crit. If you want full shield bot, HP, of course, right? He has a couple options. The main consideration would probably literally just be a crit rate circlet, and then obviously getting an HP timepiece is kind of all I would say. But I prefer his shield being kind of like almost as tanky as possible, just so I never have to think about it. And of course, if you want to level up his skill a little bit to make his shield durability better, you can. Other than that, like Zhong is pretty simple, right? So, anyways, why is your Kazuha level 1, Carlos? What the heck you? I'm joking, obviously. But yeah, your Kazuha's level 1. You should put some effort into your Kazuha. Like what the heck? Oh, your poor. What? Okay, you're kidding me. I'm sorry. Carlos, you're banned. No. You don't have full EM on VV. I was seeing what you had for like VV pieces. And this is very good. You know, I'll just put them on for you. Why not? Oh wait, oh that's on sucrose right now. Okay, well, okay. This is weird. Not as good for Kazuha, but exists. Do you have sucrose on this piece? I see. Okay, okay, it's fine. We'll just throw that on, and then I imagine you're probably just gonna sucrose. I like having sucrose and Kazuha built personally, so my sucrose is on like definitely a worse build than Kazuha on my main account. But for the situations where I need sucrose, where sucrose is just better than him, or I want Kazuha on one side of the abyss and I need sucrose on the other side. But yeah, this sans is actually utterly disgusting. Just in case you're not aware, one of I would say Kazuha's best weapon is a Yoli Fabj, which you only have one of, which is sad. But you also don't have a sack, so I would definitely recommend a Fabj. The only annoying thing, of course, is you're taking away Fab from Dender Traveler, but you could potentially make another Sapwood Blade for Dender Traveler, or you do have this. That should probably stay on Xingqiu. The fact that you don't have a sack sword for like, or extra Fabs is kind of sad, but is what it is. Either way, probably just take Fab, right? And Fab wants some crit rate substats. So you have a freaking ER timepiece, or EM timepiece, that has 23 ER and 10 crit rate for something like Fab. It's actually disgusting. So all you need is an EM circlet or EM goblet. Ideally, you have an electro damage bonus. It's actually a pretty good electro goblet, honestly. Just funny that it's on sucrose. You have an EM goblet already. You have a couple EM goblets, actually. A lot of EM goblets already, just in Deepwood. So yeah, I would recommend farming VV a little bit until you get full EM, and then you, with Fav, this timepiece, you have a Kazuha that's completely functional, right? That's kind of all. And I would, I consider leveling this up. Actually, I'll put this on your Kazuha instead, because this could have more EM. Because if you end up using this timepiece on Kazuha, and hopefully get some ER on this and whatever, right? And the ER from this, like the ER from this and then Fab alone is like puts them at 180 ER, right? And then with Fab particles, I think you're gonna have zero problem with Kazuha's burst. Is kind of what it comes down to. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that EM sans is ridiculous and cracked. All right. Thanks for the help. Yep. I don't know. Any other specific questions, I guess? Very nice. Arguably, you could use the crit rate circlet. It's a little bit weird for her, of course, because she gets crit from her passive. But you're functionally, like, with the crit from her passive, you have, like, a 55 crit rate Nihida. So it's not, like, crazy imbalanced, but it's possible that a good crit rate circlet would be better. Oh, you have an EM circlet. Okay, never mind. I lied. Okay. I'm sorry. I f***ing assumed that you had a crit damage circlet. No, you actually had triple EM. Alright. You just had triple EM and all the crit damage substats. Okay. Oh yeah, duh, from Widzith. I'm stupid. You had Widzith, right? Yeah, okay. So that explains that. Alright then. That's funny. Alright, no, good Nahida build. Never mind, I take it back. I herper-derped and forgot to like math and add the Widzith on there. No, it's actually, I think it's pretty good. For being a full EM build. That makes sense with the 762 aim. Your Nahida's really good. She wants to be level 90, but that's, I mean, I don't blame you for not level 90 in characters. It's a pain in the ass. So, Nahida, of characters, by the way, you're going to level 90. Annoyingly, all of these characters here want to be level 90, kind of. Beidou was specifically an aggravate comps. Well, actually, even in Taser comps, I think she wants to, but, you know. Kazuha, I would not prioritize level 90, but he does get value out of it from swirl damage, but he does not need to be level 90, in my opinion. I left him at 80 for a very, very long time. Zhongli, kind of similar story. He gets value out of being level 90, but doesn't need to be. Nahida and Kuki, I assume you're doing, with the EM here, I'm assuming you're doing like fully, like Hyper Bloom Kuki. She definitely wants to be level 90, and then Nahida definitely wants to be level 90 as well. Her damage will go up substantially. It will in spread, I should say, actually. Okay, so Asterisk. if you're using Kuki Hyperbloom and you want to maximize the damage in that team first, level up Kuki to 90 before you level up Nahida to 90. Because Nahida is more important just for like Dendro application necessarily. But if you're doing any kind of spread damage, like you're using Nahida with an Electro user, right, where Nahida is like it's quicken on the enemies and Nahida is triggering a lot of spreads, then it is definitely worth leveling her to 90. So it's probably worth leveling her to 90 eventually. That's what I would say your priority is of the characters you have for like leveling to 90. Probably Kuki first, assuming you're still using Hyperbloom and enjoying it with Kuki, and then Nahida. And anyone else is like it depends on the team you're enjoying. But of course, just work on your Kazuha for now. Get him up to 80, whatever. So get him up to Kazuha, get him up to level 80, get your full EM going, and you got a good Kazuha build. So, but it will not be as good as mine with 1400 defense. I guarantee you. Look at Water Boy and see how stupid I am. I mean, it didn't look like you had a lot of artifacts, so I can't really judge you for that much. You have 4 emblem. Do you have C6? You don't. Okay. You don't need C6 to be clear. I'm just checking. If anything, C2. Arguably, C2 is more important nowadays with the having stroke dendro teams. So, anyways. I honestly don't see anything meaningfully wrong with this Xingqiu build. I mean, Xingqiu could be a higher level, right? But like, I leveled Xingqiu to level 70 on my main account, and I have never leveled him past that, and I have no intention to level him past level 70. Because Xingqiu is completely useful for the things Xingqiu is useful for at level 70. So like, I don't know. You have a pretty good Xingqiu build. It's like, that's disgusting. For the right character, not necessarily for Xingqiu. Very high stat value. Has no dead stats for the right character, right? But not necessarily Xingqiu. For someone you probably threw your less good... By the way, this goblet is way better for Yelan. If you happen to get like an onset timepiece or something. But I wouldn't worry about it that much. It's obviously not better for Yelan right now. It's an option you have in the future potentially. This is a pretty good ER time. You have a lot of EM on your Xingqiu, that's for sure. This is certainly not the worst crit circlet in the world. Yeah, you definitely have a lot of EM on your Xingqiu, but that's fine. EM loving you is not a bad thing. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like a pretty good functional Xingqiu build, right? I don't know. There's nothing really bad about it, other than like, oh, you could have better crit and whatever. But like, honestly, Xingqiu without C6 is shit all for damage, as far as I'm concerned. So, the reason Xingqiu does shit all for damage is because you kind of like have to put like an attack percent. Because once you have C6, you can like easily do a non-ER timepiece, right? Because his ER needs to go way down, and then you can make him do a lot more damage. But like, even then, it's just like the most important thing about him is his defensive utility, and his just Hydra application, right? So his single target Hydra app in most teams, it's not bad to make him do more damage. It's good to make him do more damage, and because he hits so many times, even though he's only hitting for 3k or whatever, him having a lot of instances of hits for 2 to 3,000 means his damage can add up pretty quickly, right? So it's not useless to have good artifacts on him, but he's more important for what he enables rather than the damage he contributes, right? So I don't blame you at all. It's the same approach I've taken to Xingqiu.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
We're nearing pity on another character in standard, Nozumi, or another 5-star in standard. Nice, nice. Hopefully you get something not useless. How many people asked for summons? Oh, my chat broke. Because I just read that. There we go. How many people asked for summons, Pleb? That I think only I did summons for all the people that asked, so 4. Alright, we're gonna do my dailies on my Polarms account and my other account, weapons only, real quick. And then that's the stream. Not doing a very long stream today, sorry. Yeah, if you missed the summons, you can go back. It's a YouTube thing, right? So you can go rewind the stream and watch it. Now it's time for Distracted Soul stream. Yeah, basically. You do some teams for me. I'm kind of lost to what to do. I mean, you have a lot of like the relevant supportive units. The thing is like what characters do you like, right? And if you really like Beto, I saw that you had Beto on your main team, right? I would definitely recommend. You could do like a Beto aggravate, right? Beto official. Sucrose is actually better than Kazuha, I believe. Well, no, Kazuha is just as good. Yeah. So Beto official, Kazuha / Sucrose, and then who was the fourth slot? Or and then a Dendro, duh, derp. So like if you want just like a strong team, for example, if you want to use Beto, Beto and Kazuha together, for example, you could do Beto, Kazuha, Nahida, and official. I don't know if you had official leveled up. You would definitely want to potentially use official in that team, so I know that might be another character to level up, right? But you get the point. So yeah, I don't know. If you want like a good videos for suggestions on like teams, in my opinion, like even if you don't care about Abyss, right? Even if you don't care about Abyss, you might find that looking at Zajeff's Abyss roundup videos are filled with he talks about a whole lot of like meta-ish or not even very meta teams that and how they work in specific Abyss cycles, and he'll give examples of teams and show you things and how they work in ways that you might not have been like, oh, I just didn't think about that before, right? I didn't think about using Fission with Beto, right? So that would be like one of the suggestions I have off the top of my head. Otherwise, like in general, you definitely have all the characters that are enabled. Like your account is at the point where like with a little bit of investment into getting some characters built and like leveled up to 90 properly to get the most damage on them, like with Kuki Hyperbloom, for example, it probably would not be that hard for you to get to the point of starting to 36 star every single Abyss. Like you have the characters for it. You might just need a little bit more artifacts and get builds going on them and have them leveled up more. But yeah, Zajeff's Abyss roundup videos, they're long, but he literally goes in depth on like 100 different freaking teams basically, and like shows you specific things. And like one of the like teams that he talks about, I think in the most recent one, is that Beto official Sucro / Kazuha and then a Dendro user team, right? So yeah, I recommend Zajeff's Abyss roundup videos. It's probably the most condensed way you can see a whole bunch of teams in the content in context of the content that is most relevant. Oops. Sorry, my OBS just disconnected. It did the same thing last week in stream, so whoops. Alright. I don't know what constellations you had on Beto. Apparently Beto really wants C2, by the way, to make the most out of like getting meaningful damage from her, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Lurking in stream while you draw because your voice is so soothing. Thanks. Beto's Stormbreaker cannot proc Hyperbloom, so you can put her in a Hyperbloom team without worrying that she'll steal blooms from Kuki official Raiden. Yeah, you can do that too. Yep, I forgot about that. With Nahida, it made it difficult to swirl Electro. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You can, yeah, to make sure you can swirl Electro, it's not that hard. You just have to use official. You have 2 Electro, so you have 2 options. One option is just like do a charge shot with official, first before you apply Dendro, I believe. And then you use Official's E, if I recall. I think Jeff actually demonstrates it in that video, or a recent video. Even if you have solo Official, but you can also just like, right, do Beto, apply Electro, then do your Dendro. So like, yeah, Nahida might apply so much Dendro that it makes it a little bit hard to swirl Electro to get the Electro buff from Kazuha. So keep that in mind, but you also could just like use, I should bring the break thing back down. You could also just use having a stroke. Not Nahida, like Yao Yao. I don't know why I'm forgetting. Yao Yao's on the banner, right? By the way, I really kind of want to pull on this banner on polearms only. If it weren't for the fact that like it'd just be a ginormous waste. We have a guarantee right now from after Shenhe's banner when we kept on wishing on Shenhe to try to get C6 Mika, which we did not get. So on polearms only, I would really like to wish on this banner because I would really like C6 Xiangling, and Yao Yao constellations wouldn't be bad. But because I pulled on Shenhe's banner, I'm not going to risk it, right? I think I'm at like 15, 20. I'm actually half farther than I was. I'm farther than I even thought I was. I'm at like 25 pity with a guarantee. This is how. But I fucking wishes I did, man. Trying to get one more Mika to get C6 Mika. So fucking stupid. So stupid. Look at this shit. Look at that. I did 60 wishes to try to get one more Mika, and I could not get one more fucking Mika. God, that pissed me off. So anyways, I ain't wishing for 4 stars in this account. I could use a C6 jungling, but it's not that important. And the Yayo constellation is also not that important, so it's not worth. Anyways, we're just gonna do my daily things, and then that's the stream. It's gonna be a short stream for once. What a world! Get this stupid exclamation point out of the way. Bye, pleb. Well, I guess another reason to use Yayo in like a beta official Kazuha / Sucrose team is not only just for less gender application, but also so you have a healer. Right? So, yeah. Alright. Pulling for 4 stars is harder than pulling for 5 stars. I know. It sucks. Yeah, I went to pity even trying to get a C6 Mika on the Shenhe banner on this account. What am I doing? Because I was like, you know what? F it. C1 Shenhe can be useful to us. So I went for it. Didn't get C1 Shenhe. And still kept on going and still didn't, like, oh my god. Honestly, not getting C6 Mika, like, because I literally went from getting a whole bunch of Mikas, like I got 4 or 5 Mikas in the first, like, in the 70 pulls to get, like, Shenhe. And then could not get, and I got one more in the next like 100 and some pulls. I got one more Mika. I think I did like the first 50, 60 pulls. We got 4 or 5 Mikas, and I was like, all right, cool. I guess we might have a realistic chance of C6. And then took like another 40 pulls, I think, to get one more Mika, something like that. Maybe 50 pulls, and then did another 60 pulls after that. Could not get one more. It's freaking brutal. So fucking stupid that there's not like a... All they need is like an epitomized path system. And I don't know. I genuinely think I would wish more often for 4 stars. Which you would think would be what Mihoyo would want if they had a system that could guarantee me getting them with some amount of expectation. But alas. Is what it is. It's fine. At this point, I mean, I didn't even realize we had 25. If we have 25, what do I have for wishes right now on this count? Whenever Raiden comes back, right, I have like 100 wishes right now. So, when Raiden comes back, I probably will be able to guarantee getting C2 Raiden, but it's going to have to depend on what rumors there are for potential like polearm characters, 5 stars in particular at that point, and what the 4 stars are on Raiden's banner. But because this is polearms only, if there's any account I ever care about getting C2 Raiden on, and because of the fact that it'll probably bait people into watching, and it would be fun for my hybrid Raiden build. So we get hybrid. I'm pretty sure I could easily get over 100k bursts in hybrid Raiden, which means 100k bursts while also getting really big aggravates. If I had C2, so that's something. C1 Dio when trying for Yoimiya as I pulled her in her banner. Nice. C1 Dio seems pretty good. Did 180 pulls last night. Got Kazuha, Freedom Sworn, and 30 pulls in Alyatham, and still no Yaoyo. Oh my god. That's absurd. 180 pulls and no Yaoyo is actually fucking absurd. As of right now, there's no polearm Fontaine units. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, has Mihoyo forgotten about polearms, man? Like last year was like we got a Hydro polearm, we got the Dendro polearm, but now it's just like, oh, Fontaine has 0 polearm characters, and I'm just like, sadness. Mihoyo really wants polearm Selena to die. But I refuse to give up on it because I have fun with it. But, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to bother with trying a 36-star Abyss in this shitty cycle. Can you give me not Shimanoa pieces, please? But yeah. If your Hutao is over 1000 HP, you're playing the game wrong. I agree. And then there's Geo units. Yeah, I guess polearms aren't as forgotten as Geo units, but man, I could really use like some more, like a proper supportive unit that's Animo and polearm. So like an Animo polearm 4-star would be amazing. More Dendro and Hydro in general would be nice. It would just heavily open up team flexibility and options. The reason I hate this current Abyss for polearms only is because like the biggest problem we have in polearms only is due to their restricted amount of elements. In particular, we're restrictive in the most useful elements in the game for enabling different things, like different teams, is Hydro, Dendro, and Anemo. And those are the ones we only have one character of each, right? And oftentimes, like, Hydro and Dendro character for Bloom, right? For, like, Burgeon kind of want to be together. And it's just like, so with an abyssally of specific requirements as this one has for, like, elemental checks and, like, how much elemental application it wants, it's just, like, too annoying to... Because it's just, like, this is, like, worst case scenario for having to deal with trying to craft teams around an abyss in poems only. It's just not fun. I'm sure we'll have, yeah, at least one or two new polar muses, to be clear. I'd be surprised if Mahoyo completely was just like, nope, no polar arms in Fontaine. I don't think that's going to happen, right? So that's why I was saying it just, what happens with C2 Raiden is a big ol'... Oh, crap, I just missed.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What happens with poems only for C2 Raiden depends on when Raiden comes back and what there are rumors for at that point. Because I have a good chance of getting C2 Raiden without having to spend an absurd amount of Primogens for it, like, all I have to do, right, is, like, assuming I go to 50, there's a 50% chance it will only take 100 and... What, I'm at 25 right now, right? So there's a 50% chance it's only going to take 125 wishes to get... Oh, I just healed Hu Tao. Crap. To get C2 Raiden, right? Which I think is worth the risk to go for. And with the asterisk of hopefully there's a polearm character in the banner. Hopefully. I give dream come true would be Raiden running with Toma, rerunning with Toma. Because I really would like Toma constellations. Yayo constellations would be cool to get. Mika I don't give a shit about. And Raiden getting up to, you know, C4, yeah, C4 Rosario would be nice for reducing your ER needs a bit. And then, of course, burst level up would be nice. C6 is not really that relevant for me. Would be not useless technically, but not relevant. And then C6 Shaolin would be whatever. But I'm sure we'll get C6 Shaolin eventually. In fact, I can probably just save Star Glitter, I imagine, for whenever Shaolin comes back in the shop, which I don't know when that is. So we might not actually be able to have enough Star Glitter, but we're not left wanting for much in poems only at this point, other than new characters and Raiden C2. Any other constellation is not that worth going for.
Solidify.
Yeah.
Die? I really wanted to kill him with Candace. I guess we're just gonna let him burn to death. He didn't burn to death. No, we're gonna let him burn to death. Really? Okay, I guess he's not burning to death. No, he is gonna burn to death. Thank you, Globa. Why is the heart thingy even there? The heart thingy is there because it's just in YouTube chat now. I keep on forgetting, but I gotta try to look in to see if I can just delete it from the CSS. I'm sure I might be able to, but it's annoying, so... Yeah, I don't know. It's probably literally as simple as just, like, right-clicking, inspecting the element, and then deleting it, finding the CSS. Or finding the line where it's included and then deleting it, but, like... Yeah. The stupid part is it blocks it even on, like, my normal chat. Like, not just the in-stream preview chat, but my actual chat. The stupid heart blocks the text. It's so stupid that they added this. Like, how did YouTube genuinely, like, think adding this heart button is a good idea, located where it is, blocking text? Like, did they literally fucking test it at all? Because no matter how I adapt the window, if, like, I can make the okay, with the asterisk of I can make the window stupidly wide, such that, like, it's wide enough that no one's text ever reaches the heart. But most of the time, if someone has a chat window that's reasonably sized, like you would expect them to size a chat window, the heart is going to cover people's text, like, messages. It's so fucking stupid. It's like, YouTube, really? Did you test it fucking at all before you implemented this? I swear to God. How did the viewer segments go? Pretty good, I would say, overall. We got a surprising number of earlies. It went interesting enough that I think it's going to make it into an edited video. I wasn't intending to make an edited video out of it. But, yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to rename... Give me a second. I'm going to rename the stream. Alright. Let's do... Live viewer summons for Kazuha. Reason I'm renaming it mostly is just because... less people might see it in their feed, and therefore more people might watch the edited video. Because at this point, I'd rather people watch the edited videos, because it has a higher chance of me getting my monies back. Anyways, oh yeah, there's only going to be one stream, by the way, on this weekend. I might, asterisk, might stream on Friday, but hello, Potato Aim. But the Sunday is Father's Day, so no stream on Sunday, basically. Would you guys like to see a video of me opening a very expensive box of magic cards? It's basically a gacha video. There could be a $2 million card in the packs. I traded it in, for those that know about Magic the Gathering. There's a Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering card set coming out this week, and I didn't actually buy it. I just traded in, like, I certainly have spent a lot of money on Magic in the past, but recently I haven't spent like any money on Magic because I really don't like a lot of the things the company is doing right now. But I traded in a whole bunch of cards that I had that I decided probably I'm not going to use, and I was able to, so I didn't actually pay anything for it, but it's technically a $400 box of Magic cards that could have a $2 million card. Probably not, because there's literally only one of the card in existence, but that is why the bounty for it is currently $2 million. What, I don't know, do you want, I can record it, I guess, if you guys want to see that video. Maybe I'll make, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll make it a members only video. Ooh, which I only have like 10 members, but I should probably do more content that like is member exclusive anyways. So, baby, you have to be a member to see it. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, if I open the $2 million card, it ain't gonna be a members only video, that's for damn sure. But there's a not a chance, to say the least. That card is one of one. But you never know. It's technically not zero, because I am opening the packs that it could be within. But I highly doubt it. I mean, I think the chance is slightly higher than like... I think if a store had already opened it, so what I kind of expected was going to happen with that one of one card, by the way, was that because stores tend to open a lot of product like the week before the release date, which is like this week, I thought there was a good chance we were going to see some stores say they opened the card. Because just on a statistical level, right? You'd expect on there's a higher chance, right, that a store opening boxes and boxes of cards so that they can sell them online or whatever, right? Is going to have a higher chance of getting the card than me that just buys one card. Or that buys one box of cards, right? So, do I do account reviews on Genshin? I do more like unit reviews. The thing with account reviews is like, there's too many assumptions you gotta make about account reviews. So, I do like unit team reviews. I'm intending to do. I gotta set them up in a better way. But I did a stream recently where I did like a stream focused just on like unit reviews. I was like, I think I like put the thumbnail. I was like, need help? Come to this stream. And I want to do more of that, I think. Because I really like I like the interactive format of doing unit reviews live with people, because I can ask people questions about what their preference is and try to give them suggestions and whatever, right? I like that a lot more than just people like, here's a UID, look at my artifacts, and then I like try to make stupid, funny, generic comments about their things, but like without like trying to like ask questions and have like a back and forth of like knowing what you like, how you like playing the game. I don't know. Unit reviews are kind of so. If I continue with the unit reviews, which I probably will, because I really enjoyed doing that stream and I think it was a valuable way of doing it, I will probably do it
Thank you for
through streams again in the future. Potato Aim, but not today. Today I want to chill out a little bit today, basically. I got stuff to work on, to be clear, but I don't want to spend too long streaming today and just doing review stuff, but I am leaning towards currently doing weekly unit review streams. That's my thinking. So keep an eye out. Chances are my Sunday streams will probably turn into like weekly unit review streams. Is my guess. Speaking of things to work on, I think this is one of the things I need to work on. I think I need to, you know what? Actually, I think I might end the stream here because I think I need to record and work on weapons only. Well, you know what? Okay, I'll at least do my weapons only dailies, I guess. I did do the first summons on weapons only already, and I may or may not have gotten a 5-star. But realistically, probably not, because weapons only does not get early 5 stars. What account would be a dope C0? What ACC would be like? What ACC is? Does that mean account? What account to you would be a dope C0 Elon and Ganyu? I'm having trouble understanding the question a little bit. If you're saying like what like stats in general you want on a Ganyu, it depends on how you're using them a little bit. I like burst. Maybe not popular for people that really like Ganyu, I'm sure, but I'm more inclined towards I think I have. Oops. Okay. Well. Well. I didn't. Okay. Good. All right. Let's. Did I finish leveling up this spoilers for the next weapons only video, by the way. I got a good artifact from boss drop. I didn't finish leveling up. Yeah, I got this piece, which is pretty good. What am I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna craft my resin and I'll use my resin tomorrow. I should probably farm for like Beto and Jean's boss, but I don't feel like. You're doing Melt Ganyu, okay, then get as much crit and attack as possible. Right? Get enough crit damage, and get a good amount of attack, and you'll do big damage. And EM, of course, is good on Melt Ganyu as well, obviously. But if you want to do an EM timepiece, you can, because she can consistently melt on her charge attacks, of course. But I was working on by the way, I did finish a whole bunch of the story quests that I did for the Perilous Trail quest, and I just have to do Raiden's second story quest now. So that's good, I suppose. So I'm close to be able to get a whole bunch of wishes from that. But that's basically what I basically got to work on. And the reason I'm not streaming it, by the way, it's because I just don't want to have to like. It takes too much mental effort to try to like constantly talk, especially when doing story content. So I'm sorry. I'm just gonna like have Genshin mostly running in the background while trying to do a whole bunch of the story content to get some wishes on this account. But yeah, I mean, as far as stats, it's like, it's a weird question, right? Because Potato, like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, you need to have 7,000 crit, right? Like, it doesn't matter, like, what my recommendation is. Like, what you should do is, if you're using them, and like, Ganyu is the main damage, like, Melt Ganyu is basically a hyper carry team, where you're going all in and basically trying to use characters that enable Ganyu to do as much damage as possible, with the asterisk of sometimes Melt Ganyu is played with Chungling, which is a little bit less hyper carry, of course. But like put the best things you have possible on your character doing the most damage, right? So if you're confused about like what stats Ganyu needs, she scales off of attack, so and then she scales off of crit. So you want crit and attack, and then EM is also really good for Melt Ganyu, because EM is good for basically any character that's doing a bunch of reactions consistently, right? So, yeah, sure, yeah, Melt Ganyu does usually have Bennett, so attack is less valuable, but the weird thing with that, right, attack is not less valuable. Like, attack, like, for per amount of damage increase you get, on Ganyu, I don't have Ganyu in this count, but per amount of damage increase you get per attack percent or flat attack stat will always be the same amount of damage increase, whether or not you're using Banner or not. There's what the difference is that crit is going to give you more of a relative increase versus attack, particularly when you're using Bennett. But attack percent is still valuable. People like say that all the time, and I think the takeaway that people get is like, oh, I don't need any fucking attack because I'm using Bennett. Like, no, attack is still valuable. It always has the same flat value. It's just that when you're doing 23. Actually, let's say if you're doing 20,000 damage, an attack percent stat has more relative of increase to your 20,000 because your attack percent increases your damage by 500, 1,000. Well, 1,000 over 20,000 is what is that? It's like a let's see, it's like a 5% increase, right? That's a 5% increase in damage as an attack. I'm not actually like giving actual numbers, by the way, for what this actually is. I'm just giving an example. Whereas that attack percent is the same 1,000 damage increase, but if you're doing 40,000 damage normally, then that attack percent of adding an extra 1,000 is still an extra 1,000 damage. It's always an extra 1,000 damage. But because you're already dealing 40,000 damage, 1,000 on top of 40,000 is only a 2% increase, a 2.5% increase, right? So the key, basically, what happens, right, when you're in a situation like that is when you have so much attack that comes from Bennett, crit stats have more value relative to attack because they will cause you a higher percentage increase, right? But attack stats always have the same amount of value regardless of if you're using Bennett or not. They're still good stats that contribute to builds, right? But yeah, I agree with Bram, by the way. If you want to use Akasha.cv, if you want to see like the theoretical perfect melt Ganyus, go use that for the theoretical perfect Yalans or Ganyus. Just keep in mind that that's like assuming like specific teams and configurations, right? And you might use a slightly different team or configuration that might change exactly what you need a little bit. But like, yeah, the answer is like whatever the best artifacts you put on, right? I'm not gonna say you should like hellishly invest in trying to get the perfect Wanderer's Troop artifacts for Ganyu because I don't think it's actually worth the time to do that. You get to a point where it's so rare for you to get artifacts that are improvements for characters, and in my opinion, it's not worth hyper investing in most units. Like as far as like artifact build goes. So. Yeah, yes, it's Akasha.cv. So yeah, Akasha. I was gonna say Potato, and like I'm pretty sure it definitely has updated. Yeah. I think they updated. They added some new character a week or two ago, if I recall. Yeah, the website changed. If you didn't see that, it's Akasha.cv. Yeah, you can use Genshin Optimizer if you want to like check what artifacts are best for your characters that you currently have in your account. But like, I don't know what you have, right? And the best thing you can have is just whatever maximizes the most damage stats, right? So, and crit is definitely the most important stats, yes, on a Mount Ganyu in most situations, but you don't want to neglect the value of EM and attack just for crit, is what I'm saying. Because oftentimes I think people see that and they see, oh, you're using Bennett with God, you don't need attack. Like, no, it has the same amount of value regardless if you use Bennett or not. It gives you the same amount of damage. Like, you don't want to neglect it. You don't treat attack as a dead stat just because you're using Bennett with Ganyu. That's stupid. So, but yeah, Akasha.cv, that was a nice resource if you want to look at like what the theoretical perfect builds are, kind of thing. I don't think it's smart to necessarily aim for trying to get those theoretical perfect builds, but it can be helpful for noticing like. Because there's lots of examples of like, oh, this perfect build has a whole lot of attack percent step stats or EM stats, but has less crit. Like, so like looking at like, because a lot of the builds in there can be just like insane crit, right? Because crit tends to be the most universal and tends to give you the most damage. But there's a lot of examples of builds on Akasha.cv with certain characters that they don't go full on crit, and instead what makes them so good is the fact that they have a crap ton of like EM substats or something, right? So but yes, you definitely want a bunch of EM for sure on a Melt Ganyu. Like 4-piece Wanderer's Troop is really good on her, and there is potentially a reason to do an EM timepiece even on a Melt Ganyu. But as far as Yalan goes, traditional emblem is just, again, like Yalan is just gone instead of attack, right? You don't want attack, you want HP. So you want as much crit and HP as possible to maximize Yalan's damage, right? And probably 4-piece emblem, unless you are, intellectual or something, and you play Vaporeon like me. I'm joking, but anyways, you try to get the most stat value for the artifacts you have for your account, right? At that time, and whatever the best artifacts you can put on for artifacts you have available, it can then determine on what you need to like try to hope for improving in the future if you want to continue farming artifacts for that character, right? But without knowing the state of your account, I don't want to tell people like, oh, you need to have this much crit on your Ganyu kind of thing. I mean, it's just silly. What? I swear to God, I clicked to teleport. Yeah, I have no idea how much EM the perfect Ganyu has, by the way. If I had to guess, I imagine the perfect melt Ganyu is probably 300 to 400 EM with very high crit value. EM is probably better on a very highly invested Ganyu, melt Ganyu specifically. EM is probably better. What am I doing? It's probably better than having a stroke attack. My point is ultimately more just like if you're looking at your artifacts, if you have an artifact that's like 40 CV versus a 35 with 2 attack percent rolls, when people get overly focused on crit, they might think the 35 is worse. When chances are for a Mount Ganyu, the 35 CV feather or flower or whatever with 2 attack percent rolls is probably better. It depends on weapon a little bit, right? Because the base attack, the weapon determines how much like value you get out of the attack percent rolls, blah 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 blah, right? But there's a good chance that the 35 CV, depending on your account and what weapon you're using, what team you're using in Ganyon, might be better than the 40 CV, right? Especially if it's like just a 40 versus like a 35, 36, 37. The closer you get to it, right? The more difference like that can make, right? So let's see if like I have an artifact as an example of that on this account. I don't know. Actually, like this is like right. This is a low crit value, but has very high stat value for someone like Ganyu, like a Mount Ganyu, right? This could be an artifact that is better, that is legitimately better than something. What is this? Is not even 20 CV because of the freaking minimum crit damage roll. Like a 25, 30 crit value piece might be actually worse than this piece is for like a Melt Ganyu. Let's say it's like 25 crit value, has 2 attack percent, 25, let's say it's 30 crit value, has 2 attack percent, but has no EM. There's a good chance this piece might actually still be better, depending on the rest of the build, right? Because if you have a good enough crit that you don't really need a ton of crit on your feather, then it can actually be way better to have a bunch of substats and EM, right? To try to like balance out the build more. So, it's more complicated than just put crit. It's kind of all it is, and it depends on the artifacts you have on your account, what the best artifact might be for certain situations. So, but I've had plenty of situations building characters on all my accounts where like it made sense to switch to a really dumb obvious example is like using this right. I used this. This is a 40 CV with an EM roll, right, on a Gilded Dreams. You would think this is better for a Melt Rosaria, right? Clearly, except this is a dumb example, obviously. It makes her overcap on crit rate, right? So that means, because Rosaria only needs at most 88% crit rate, basically. So she has 7% more crit rate than she needs, which means this crit rate is actually dead stats. So this is the most obvious example where it's like crit rate is literally dead stats, which means this piece, which has way less crit value, but has some ER, which is nice to have, and then has a bunch of attack percent instead of crit, is better. Because it puts me actually basically at the optimal crit rate. I have a little bit lower crit damage, but I have a bunch more attack percent. It's just better, right? So, even though it has worse crit value for this build, right? And that's just the reason that's better is because I happen to have I got a whole bunch of crit rate rolls on this. I happen to get, not on that, but I happen to have crit rate on my goblet. And I happen to have a bunch of crit rate on my circlet too, which means like I don't need more crit rate on my feather, which means that using something with more attack percent is better than having crit rate, right? It's relatively rare that you have those, but I constantly run into that all the time, where just depending on how your other artifacts rolled, it made one artifact, maybe you sacrifice crit to make it just makes sense, right? So it's why you should like never throw away artifacts like these ones, right? The higher, if it's stats that can be meaningfully valuable, and you should not throw away artifacts. So, anyways, yeah, and attack is definitely underrated. I agree. Level 39. Can I get to 40? Can I do wishing content for you guys? Oh, I almost just hit wish there. Okay, I'm glad I didn't have enough primo gems. That would have been fucking stupid. Okay, I'm not gonna bother. I was checking if I was close to 4-star pity. There's no reason. All right. Sarcastic answer: attack is pretty cracked on a Shen, huh? Yeah, go figure. Shen, a character who gives a cryo buff based on her attack stat. Weird. Yes, attack. I mean, Shenhe is an example where like even flat attack can be useful, right? But not that I'm saying you should keep every flat attack. But I have even flat attack though. I've had cases where like the difference maker for one artifact being better than another was the fact that it had 2 flat attack rolls or something, right? Like genuinely, even flat attack can have value, right? So it just depends. It depends on the artifacts you have relative to your own build. That's what's actually important. So comparing yourself, your build, what you have access to, compared to like what other people have with their cracked builds is like silly to compare. Is the ultimate point, right? You got to compare to what you have available, not to what other people have that you might dream of having. But it's an RNG equipment system, so there's a good chance you will literally never get the same equipment that someone else has. So it's like literally pointless, basically, to try to like base what artifact you should put on your character based on what someone else is on their character, right? Because it depends. All my Shenhe's attack percent pieces have at least 60 flat attack. Yeah, exactly. And like flat def can be useful in niche cases. Like my Yunjin has a shit ton of flat defense. Like I think she literally has like 200 flat defense stats, which makes her buff significantly higher than it normally would be. So, anyways, I don't know. And that's all I got for this trip. I've been rambling for like a freaking hour about nonsense, but you have an attack goblet with 0 dead stats, and your Shen has like 2-3 rolls into flat attack. Yeah, that's really good. Alright, I don't know. Anything else anyone wants to see? Otherwise, I just get to go on to like story content. I can get some primo gems from this, which is nice, although I assume, yeah, it doesn't unlock fully yet. Sweet. Is this just like a boss rush mode? Cool, I guess. Get to do that, I guess. But yeah, it's a grinding week for me on weapons only. I don't know if there's even going to be a weapons only video this week. We'll find out after I do some more story grinding, because like I already accidentally spoiled that I didn't get a 5-star yet because again, earlies don't exist on weapons only. Instead, I gave all my early luck to my viewers. That's fine. That's a good thing. But yeah, I need to potentially grind like 40 wishes. So if I want to get to pity, I don't have to get to pity on this banner necessarily, but I would like to because either of these weapons could be useful. So yeah. Oh well. Anyways, I'll work on that on my lonesome. This is going to be boring. I'm just going to basically sit at my computer working on something else, hopefully, while I like occasionally alt tab into Genshin and like press the A button on my controller and move to whatever spot in the story. It's so annoying. It's all story I've already done, right? So it's not like, certainly not the most enjoyable content to go through in the game, but I think it's relatively time efficient for the wishes I get from it, at least until I exhaust the wishes from the guidebook here. So, yeah, anyways, that's what I gotta do. Grinding, yay, yay. Part of me wishes I just, like, didn't have moral stand. I don't want to, like, just constantly be like, oh, I can just, like, business expense all my things and, like, make, just like, oh, I want the thing, I'll spend money. Like, no, I'm committed to keeping the account free to play, because I think it's what is closer to free to play / low spender is what the experience that most people playing the game does. And I think many of the like creators that wail on their accounts for the sake of just like progressing faster kind of thing, especially annoying in Star Rail, like seeing like the creators that like are able to make videos 2 weeks ahead of time of me because they like, you know, resin refreshed or the equivalent of resin refreshing in Star Rail every single day to get like leveled up faster so that they can make content faster from like level 50 and whatever. And it's like your account is now fundamentally ruined for comparing your account to a normal account. And it really annoys me that they don't take into account the fact that they like your experience in a gacha game, if you progress and resin refresh constantly and get far more artifacts and get right, is fundamentally different than someone who does not do that, right? So I really fucking hate resin refreshing in particular, but whaling in general is also like just for characters even like is not the same necessarily the same experience. You're gonna have more 4-star constellations. You're gonna have more weapons available to you, right? You're gonna have more flexible options to deal with team configurations to deal with situations in this game. So like, I really don't like whaling because it makes my perception of the game not be the same as like what a normal account would be. So, or an average, I should not say a normal account, an average player's account. So, I'm committed to the free-to-play grind, but also it's just pain. It takes so much time to try to do shit and like make one video of this game. It's so awful. Like, ugh. Anyways, I'm just whinging at this point. I'm complaining about success in some form, but I can't help but question if my channel didn't take off. Would I have more money? Because I'd be in like I'd be doing a normal job right now or something. Anyways, what's level refine? What are you trying to refine? Sorry. Oh, you have 2 jade spears. Oh yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. 5-star weapons take so much fucking resources to level up. Like, I've refined a number of them. The only one on my I guess I could log into my main account quick. The only. Here I said I was ending the stream, and now I'm still rambling. The only weapon I've ever regretted refining on my main account has been my second key of Kazuha suit that I got when I was trying to get R5 Ziphos Moonlight, which happens to be the only banner I don't really significantly like. Pretty much every weapon banner, other than the instance of getting lucky with like 110 pull on a weapon banner, I basically regret wishing a weapon banner on my main account for sure. But at the time, I was like, I got a second key of Kazuha suit, and I was like, I don't want to spend the resources and the time it takes to level this second 5-star weapon up, because it takes so many resources and a lot of farming to do that. So I just refined it, and I realized in hindsight, it would have actually, there's been situations where it's like, okay, I kind of would have liked to have the second key of Kazuha suit. Point is, for DPS weapons, unless you really think you're going to find yourself in a situation where, like, you need to use Sino on one side of the Abyss and Shao on the other side of Abyss, like, how valuable really is it for the amount of resources it requires to keep that second Jade Spear, right? I know most people say, oh, it's a waste to refine, but it's also, like, it's a lot of resources to level up a 5-star weapon, man. So, like, I don't know. I don't blame you if you refine it, is my point. Yeah, like, you gotta think, like, when would you actually want 2 Jade Spears? So, it's weird. For my sake, like, I got 2 Jade Spears and freaking Aqua Simulacra banner, and I don't even remember if the third one that I got. Oh, I just turned the chat off. I don't remember if the third Jade Spear I got was from standard banner or another weapon banner that I made the mistake of wishing on, but like the Aqua Simulacra, I got the second one I got early, at like 30 pity or something after I got the first Aqua, which took like 200 wishes. After getting 2 Jade Spears, I refined it because it was the same thing. I was like, what the fuck does it do for me, right? Hey, it increases my Yelan's damage, but like I don't need the separate one, and at that time I had the Skyward Harp. So like I didn't need another bow, and definitely now in hindsight I got freaking Tignari's bow in one YOLO temple. So I don't know. Like this I got on a YOLO single 10 pull. This I got on a YOLO single 10 pull in this account. The fucking Freedom Sworns I don't regret refining. I got 3 fucking Freedom Sworns when wishing for the stupid 4-star weapon that has the highest base attack. I forgot what it's called. It's the 4-star weapon that's got the highest base attack. It's the like blue version of Fav's sword that's good for Bennett because it's high base attack. I did 90 pulls on that banner, and someone got 3 fucking Freedom Swords, and I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't get a single one of that weapon, by the way. But because I kept one freedom sword. I haven't even finished leveling this one up to 90. I should finish leveling it to 90 because it actually is useful. Like I have it on Kuki right now. But anyways, this was stupid to wish on. I mostly just wished on it because my friends were egging me on and I had spare wishes, but that was dumb. I would have rather saved the wishes in hindsight. Don't regret wishing on the Key of Kazuha suit and Jade Cutter banner. Definitely regret wishing on this banner. Yeah. And then this is all from standard banner. This is from standard banner. This I think came from the Light of Foliar banner when I wished on that. So yeah, I don't know. And I don't regret refining these. I've never had any need for a second Jade Spear. Ever. Even though I like only have the one polearm DPS weapon, right? Like I have the catch, right? So like I don't know. Jade Spear is one of those weapons that's not good enough for me to Alley Flash, yes, Alley Flash. So I don't know. I've wished too much on weapon banner on this account, but most of them were like this in hindsight like it has not been that useful to me, honestly. It's fun. It like with everything around Yelan and what I pulled for Yelan. Both the Yelan constellations and her bow has only really felt like it was fun and worth getting now that I've been doing a nuke Yelan where I feel where I get a meaningful amount of value and like satisfaction to the big crit stats or whatever. Otherwise it was not worth doing this in my opinion. It was not worth getting this. This was stupid, but I did it because it was funny for the video and it was not worth doing. Yep. I don't know. The only one I probably wouldn't have done if it weren't for the content was probably this one, and then maybe one of these Skyward Harvest I remember chain was from the C60 Long Pulse, but yeah. I definitely don't recommend wishing a weapon banner as much as I did. It's not valueless to wish on weapon banner at a certain point when you play this game enough where you get like you're really invested in specific teams that you enjoy playing, specific characters that you really enjoy playing. It might be worth risking and going for like a Kagura Severity for your Yai, right? It's a bad example because Widzith is so good on Yai, I barely recommend Kagura's for Yai, but or going for a Hunter's Pass for Tignari. That's funny because you might literally never be able to get this bow because they're never going to rerun it. What the Mahoya? Like seriously, are they ever going to rerun this bow or Diaz weapon? They might never. They might literally never. This might be literally an impossible weapon to ever get. Like what the fuck? Anyways, whatever. Why? Like if they put the character in the standard banner, why didn't they put the weapon in the standard banner? I don't get it. It's so fucking weird. The only reasoning is like they're like, oh, the weapon's too good for us to put it in standard banner. That's fucking why, right? That's why they didn't put Dia's weapon or Tignari's weapon in standard banner. It was fucking stupid. So whatever. Standard banner could have it would have been really nice to add this bow, but it's probably also they didn't want to like dilute the pool of standard banner weapons, right? They didn't want it because if they add a bow and like Dia's Claymore to standard banner, then it makes it more likely you'll get a bow or a Claymore versus the current even chance that you get any weapon type from standard banner weapons. But yeah, anyways, I don't regret any of my refines on this account other than Key of Kazuha suit, and I think it's mostly just because it's a supportive weapon, right? So it can buff the whole team, right? And there's actually situations where there's a couple situations where I'm like, it could have actually been kind of useful. So, anyways, but it's also not something that's like, oh, so important that I really regret it or anything. It's not that bad, but yeah. Don't regret refining that. Don't regret refining that. Don't regret refining that. I mean, Scarred Pride. Don't regret refining that. It's a 2% damage, elemental damage increase to Dia. Of course, I don't regret it. Oh god. Anyways, hope they rerun it because it's such a good generalist weapon. Tignari's weapon, yeah, maybe. I don't know. They definitely should eventually. It is a pretty good generalist weapon. I don't know. It is a good generalist because like 44 crit is just really really nice to have. But also its passive is relatively niche. I would say like it's good for Ganyu and good for Tignari basically for a melt Ganyu specifically. Oh yeah, as I was mentioned before, I think my preferred build for Ganyu is definitely like a burst DPS oriented Ganyu. Why she's on stringless, I don't know. I probably just got swapped her by accident, but I don't have any build that's actually like competent on Ganyu. She just has artifacts on her for some reason. I don't know why she has artifacts on her even, to be completely honest. I have not used Ganyu in a while. Sorry, Ganyu. It's technically a functional build. Yeah, it's technically functional. It's got 150 EM. It's got some crit. Yeah, I don't know. For a burst DPS Ganyu, it's functional. All I'd have to do is change her. Oh, was it for Shimanao? Maybe that's why she has Shimanao. I was probably testing Shimanao pieces. I don't know why she has the Thundering Fury piece on her. There we go. Put this on her instead. There you go. I got a proper Ganyu build going. 68 crit rate, 184 crit damage. On a Melt Ganyu. That seems pretty good. I mean, you wouldn't use this on her. You'd use, I don't know. Put this on her. There we go. Oh, now she has no EM, but it's fine. There you go. You're happy? I got a functional Ganyu going. Ganyu's built. You're welcome. I'm never going to use her. They reran it like once per year. I bet you people would pull for it. Yeah, I know. They could cause them... If they rerun it ever, it's going to be purely just for like FOMO. People will be like, oh my god, it's been fucking 2 years since they reran this weapon. They're never going to rerun it again. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm building I'm slowly working on Kaching. I don't know. We'll see when I get Kaching properly leveled. The only... I don't like having to farm Core Lapis. It's annoying. So... I'll probably actually farm for the Core Lapis once I get enough of the boss drops. At this point, I need... What do I need? You know, I need 8, so that's 20. I need 40 total, so I need like 29 more of these. And then I'm going to work on other stuff. But I've got a really good... honestly, 4-piece Thundering Fury build for Kaching that I want to play around with. I like Electro users. Kaching has an interesting playstyle and I want to faff about with, so... I want to build her. Plus, I can cope with. If I have Kaching built, I can cope with it if I get Kaching constellations in the future. Oh god. No, what I really want is Dia constellations. I need some Dia luck. Poor old Dia is just sitting at. She's just sitting at C0. She needs some more. She needs some love. C2 is kind of meh. It's not bad. It increases her duration of her field. It's like not horrible, but it's not great. I think that's probably one of her worst constellations, I imagine. It makes her maybe actually semi-functional for Virgin. Not good, but C4 is quite strong. And then, of course, her... Yep. Yeah. Dia has a pretty good constellation skill. It can turn her into a Hu Tao. In 7 years, I'll have a Hu Tao on its account in the form of Dia. Wish I could give you the Dias I have. I would take them. I would give... If I could trade my Kazuha constellation, I would trade my 2 Yais, my Kazuha constellations, my 2 Kazuha constellations, and probably like all of my standard banner character constellations for like all the Dia constellations, basically. Actually, I would genuinely trade C6. I would trade C6 Elon for C6 Dia. I'm not joking. I would absolutely go down to like... I think I'd rather still keep C2, because C2 is nice, because it makes her functionally basically equivalent. Well, functionally just better than Xingqiu, because of her damage dealing, in my opinion. But she still doesn't have a defensive utility of Xingqiu, of course, but... I would definitely trade a whole bunch of these constellations for Dia. Is it good? No. Is it worth? No. But I like Dia. She's fun and she's garbage and she literally kills herself off field and it's hilarious. I love using her. It's terrible. Did they fix her canceling her burst if she jumps? Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Yoink. Let's go use Dia in this. I'll finish this quick, and then I'll end the stream. I'm proper ending the stream. I've been rambling for another 30 fucking minutes, but I'm proper ending the stream after I use Dia in this thing. Alright, let's go, Dia. Dia. Where's Bennett? There's Bennett. And then we, of course, need Yildi Shangling. No. I should probably rotate properly. Someone informed me, by the way, my Kirara video. I definitely thought about... I definitely should have known this. But, like, Normally, I was doing Dia, Bennett into Xiangling into Kazuha, and the reason for that was to keep up VV buff as long as possible on Dia. But because I was doing that, I wasn't actually getting the elemental damage buff on Xiangling, the Kazuha's elemental damage buff on Xiangling. So I really should use Kazuha before Xiangling. But also, I still kind of just want to use Kazuha after Xiangling to maximize Dia's damage. But as far as team damage goes, it definitely makes more sense to use it on not them. What? No. I thought this was a combat one. Schmack. 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 What's it doing? What's it doing for me? Okay. Yeah, they won't change their burst because they said it was intentional. I genuinely think they intended it as a feature because their fucking burst is this automatic mode that sometimes you might actually want to stop, right? There are definitely instances where you might want to not use Dia's burst, or end her burst early, and so their fix for that was presumably programming it so her burst just cancels when you jump. But I think it was really fucking stupid because you could just switch off of her, right? You can literally just switch off of Dia to another character and get that.
Let's get it on.
Oh, okay. You need to destroy the glowy things to make the enemies less tanky? Oh, so you're saying I shouldn't destroy the glowy things. I mean, I don't care about that. I don't need to make enemies less tanky. You're saying Dia can't handle it. Dia can handle the tankiest enemies in the world. Bye, Kamish. Eh. No. I am not in Kazu's burst, but whatever. Or in Bennett's burst. Yeah, look at that Dia go. Bro, it literally tells you to break them, but Mihoyo was assuming I wanted to read their bullshit. So, and look, you cannot blame me for not reading Mihoyo's stupid crap because they literally are one of the worst at explaining how mechanics of their shit works. Like, they're way overly verbose for saying the simplest ass shit sometimes, and half the time you don't even understand what's actually it says. So, and it doesn't matter anyways, so there you go. That's why I tend not to read stuff like that. Also, I've already done this, so I don't know, it didn't matter. It was a combat thing, so I assumed it was just combat, and I did the combat. That's what I did. There you go. I read that it was combat, so I did combat. Hey, there, look, wishing content to end off the stream. Wow, we can do a standard pull and have my dreams come true. Hey, I'm over 20,000 primos. Yay. Wow. Okay. Exciting, I know. So much of me is tempted to just like go for C6 Kazuha, but no. No. I regret C6 Elon too much to even consider going for it. Right. Tempted because it changes how he can use Kazuha, but the problem of changing how you can use Kazuha is like, oh, C6 is interesting in that, but one is a C6, so you have to spend a lot of fucking primo gems, and I don't have enough to get C6 unless I'm ungodly lucky, right? But because it gives him an anima fusion on his normal attacks for a few seconds. But the problem, right, is like, okay, it changes the build you can do in Kazuha. You can do like a weird DPS, like keep Kazuha on field kind of build on him. But the problem is like you don't usually want to do that in many teams Kazuha's on. So you end up like just leaning towards putting him back onto a normal Kazuha build anyways. So C6 was pointless, right? That's why. No, I'd actually do C6 Kazuha. If I had C6 Kazuha, I would
I
do...
created another universe and found.
Shut up. I would do C6 Kazuha with Light of Foliar. Light of Foliar gives him even more EM scaling, basically. He already has the EM damage bonus built into his kit, and then if you have, and then his C6 gives him more EM scaling for his damage, and then Light of Foliar gives him even more EM stuff with his, yeah, so... Anyways, well on standard for C6 Dia. You're right, let's go. No, I'm joking. Hello? Pizza delivery. I accept. Gotta wait for them to join. What kind of pizza have you delivered to me? Watching a Japanese Genshin creator making character guides, and the guy had like C0 every 5-star, but C6 Kazuha and R5 Missplitter. He's like me. Versus like, actually no, I'm like a more dolphin than anything with some of my things. I don't know. This looks like, a lot of my stuff looks like I paid more than I did. I mean, I definitely spent for this, and I technically spent a very small amount for EIC2, but it wasn't that much. But like, yeah, I don't know. Most of my things, like, other than this, is like, eh. Like, yeah.
Speaking my name and
I believe it or not, I'm not like I'm not that much of a giga whale. Nice, green and round. A healing pizza. I ate the pizza. Wait. How dare you? Official, shut the fuck up. Yeah, crit rate hat on Deepwood with 103 EM. Vicky, leave, please. Could you not, like, ruin everyone's dreams by saying you have the only thing that exists in Genshin that could be good? Anyways. Did you like that? Time to pay up. I need to pay for a pizza you ate? I will pay you. No, I gave you a Gene Healer special pizza. I healed your fish up. Ah. Only if you can catch me. Whee. I don't understand why people wail on standard banner, but you have better odds of getting him losing a 50-50 on a limited banner. Yeah. Aha, get wrecked. You can't catch me. Get wrecked by having constellations.
Yeah.
Oh no, he also has Yelan. Oh no. Oh no. But does he have C2 Yelan or C1 Yelan? No.
Quietly now.
You'd whale on standard for Lisa. Uh-oh. There's a cliff edge here.
How was I so...
I missed time to plunge. Oops. The heater runs quite slower. Alright. I have a big brain way of... Uh-oh. I have a big brain way of escaping them. Watch me. Aha, you missed. You can't catch me. Because I'm gonna drown. Oh, they're gonna drown too. Crap, that was not in the plan. I wanted to drown first. Now they're gonna spawn near me. Run away. Aha, they spawn they spawn up there. Get wrecked. Exactly, they can't catch me if they're dead. Alright, when am I ending the stream, by the way? I need to end the stream. No, you didn't. What are you talking about? Nope. Oh, now you did. Here is your payment. What's the best sticker to pay him with? Let's see. A Dia sticker. Take this. There you go. No, you don't. Choose what? What bow is that? Oh, it's the HP percent 3-star bow. That looks really good. I didn't even know how good that bow looks ascended, by the way. Look how freaking good this bow looks. I would argue this bow looks better on Yolande than her signature. Genuinely. Tell me what you think of my Serenity pot. Okay. Are you watching? Is this person watching the stream, by the way? I assume they are. Because if you are, then I can stop typing. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, LOL. I just assumed they were. How many viewers do I have? I wouldn't tell them. I don't know. They probably don't have as many viewers as I had earlier, but 40. Yes. Striven to like 40 people right now. It looks like Sharpshooter's Oath. Oh, is it not the... What bow is that? Let's see. Oh, I probably don't have one right now. Oh, yeah, it is Sharpshooter's Oath. Okay. Oh, that's the one with crit damage. Oh, weird. Okay. I mean, she's HP scaling, right? So she doesn't need the base attack. It's not the worst option for her. I thought it was the HP bow for some reason. But either way, that looks really good. It looks visually really good. So... Oh, why did they censored reaming? When Mahoya, do you understand when you censor like this? You just bring attention to things that are funny that people don't notice anyways. Like, no one would have noticed reaming is part of streaming. Tell them I think they're cute. You should come to them, show them my little house. I think it would do your stream good. It'll take you like 5 minutes max. Well, do. I don't think I can do it from this screen. Yeah, no, I have to return to single player. Surprise random person. Definitely thought it was a stream viewer. That's funny. Did I type streaming? Either way. Rimming versus reaming. Either way, they censored... Whatever one they censored, no one would have noticed that and, like, thought, oh god, that needs to be censored. Like, it's so fucking stupid. The way they censor things. It's really dumb. It's probably the dumbest censoring system I've seen. I can't... Oh, I have to add them to my friends list to be able to... Okay, sure. I don't think you can... Oh, I didn't mean to join... Whoops. 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 I don't even know who this is, by the way. How do you... I see no option to join teapots. I thought... Yeah, does it have to... You have to be on the friends? Oh, okay. So yeah, you do have to add them as a friend. Oh, they did send a request. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's see if this person gets banned forever by having like a dick in their teapot or something. And then the stream is ever. No, it's just... Are they here? It just looks like a nice looking teapot. Okay. I expected something more than this. It's just like a nice looking teapot. Nice ambient looking teapot. No, I can't get up there. Maybe with Kirara I can. Don't know. Kirara might be able to jank her way up the top. Nope. Nope. Oh, nope. They, okay. That's, alright. Alright then. Come? Oh, star of the attraction is inside. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. This is a very dense inside. Interesting. They put like a cooking pot inside of the thing. This is way more effort than I've ever tried on the teapot. That's for dang sure. Other than it being a bit cramped, it looks pretty great. Like, it feels visually cohesive. What is this song, by the way? Is this... What song is this? Empty room. Teapot gamers built different, indeed. That's kind of interesting. They looks a little bit goofy on top, but you know, oh, and they did a double bed. Yeah, the fusing. I get why they did this, like to fuse a double bed together, but looks kind of janky to me. I wouldn't do that personally. But this part looks nice, other than the top, right? Also, I don't think I would ever have a bed this close to a fireplace, but that's, you know, a choice. Look how much furniture is in here, by the way. How much storage do you need? Jesus Christ. Like, how many things do you need to store? Apparently nothing, because you don't have anything displayed. Oops, I jumped down. Ever want to go into my teapot? It's open even when you're offline. I didn't even know you could set it to do that. Alright. Looks pretty great. Visually cohesive. Far more effort than I've ever put into the teapot. Maybe a bit cramped would be my main critique. Flowers.
Whoa, the scenery
Alright.
here is wonderful.
Thank you, Mommy. I'll take that into consideration. Okay. Yay, I guess. That's the first time I've been called Mommy in a Genshin chat, at least. Has my chat even called me Mommy before? I don't know. Kamisha, what'd you miss? You missed this random person joining and then holding me hostage to come join their teapot and rate their teapot. And then they called me Mommy and happy streaming. They didn't know I was streaming. I asked them and they said they didn't know. YouTube.com/Solunera if you's interested. Bye. May as well advertise. Alright, well that lasted longer than I intended. Oh, and I just showed part of my email. Whatever, it's fine. You probably won't be able to guess it. It's fine. Alright, blam, close the game, black screen.